Hey, look at that. We're here live on the internet with the Courtesy Flush. I'm Crowwind, and behind me we have the man, the myth, and the legend, but mostly just the legend, Malachi. He's back here giving me a dirty look. You're not gonna say anything now? You're just fucking quiet. Yep. He's just gonna be like, yep. So tonight, we're working through trash right now, but we're gonna be doing a, what do you call it? The Raid of Warcraft?
The Raid of Warcraftian.
There's only one. And also behind us is Michael. You can hear him. He actually made popcorn, that motherfucker.
Hello, baby.
How dare he make popcorn and not invite everyone to the stream?
Throw it harder.
Thank you.
Now pick it up.
All right, that's good. So we're gonna be doing some Warcraft stream. It's the first time I've ever done this, so it's gonna be a little rough. On there, hey John, I saw you on your message there. Good to see you, man. I'll show you the game in a second once I.
I'm a burlesque star, Wes.
I could clean it
You
up.
saying I'm gross?
It's all good. Oh, it's like I don't want to waste food on the ground. Like these liberals. I'm
a human, and I'm coming.
So let's hop over to the stream so you guys can see me fucking destroying shit with my human. I'm a human. I am a human, actually. I'm a human paladin.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can hear all the. You can also hear some people on Discord, but you can just ignore them. Nobody ever listens to anybody talking on Discord. Are you kidding me? We just all know what we have to do. That's just how it works, right, Mal? It's just like, I'm listening. So yeah, we made it to heroic Zool, who is a boss that's in the middle right there, in that big giant ball of blood, and we have to kill all of this stuff in order to get down there because his stuff is really kind of blocked down there. There's like a ton of trash and whatnot.
They are.
Mal's in the zone. His concentration is at 259%.
It's at 259%.
Oh, you got the chat up too.
Yeah.
3 hours has been going great for like the last 3 weeks.
Now I can hear people in the background talking on Discord, but just like normal, I just completely ignore them and all mechanics, and I just tunnel into the boss because that's how you play a DPS in Warcraft. You don't pay attention to anything. What I like to do though, to give the healers a lot more challenges, I love to stand in fire.
What we're gonna do?
What we're gonna do?
I'm gonna take Dominator, right?
He's gonna dominate something. He's the dominator.
Pull like 2 or 3 packs.
Just talking over him.
Hero and murder them, and then we're gonna rinse and repeat.
So the person you're hearing right now that's really low and I need to turn it up is Lara. He is the co-guild leader of Velocity, the guild that we are raiding with right now. So if you guys can't notice, there's like an ungodly amount of why is this thing going away up here? I won't go up here. There's an ungodly amount of trash there, and we have to kill all of it. We're not allowed to. Oh, we just pulled hero. All right. Which is basically like the most long. It's probably the longest part of this whole process. There's a lot of stuff. I don't think we're gonna live through this. Something bad just happened. We are not supposed to be fighting this many things at once, but I'm gonna fucking go in here and I'm gonna blow shit up. Oh, and I'm dead.
Not both sides.
So yeah, stairwell of blood.
Yeah, I got like a 10-mile run.
And I'm gonna actually do myself a favor.
I actually meant to. I meant to
Myself
cocoon
favor.
come and go, and for some reason I threw it on bubble.
Like it's gonna
Yep.
make it way longer if we start running.
So I'm gonna turn them down a little bit.
Like that.
Good old Kevin, talking to me on Discord. I'm dead. Actually, I'm one of the only people who are dead right now. But right now, I'm actually about to turn up Discord because I can barely hear them.
We all died, but
We all died, but we all lived.
yeah.
We all lived a good life. And I am just turning the game down. 7%. There we go. So if I turn the game up, now I can actually hear what this. There we go.
Hallway of death.
I can turn that down. Excellent. Now I'll go back to the stream.
You guys hear me? Okay.
Awesome. All right, there I am.
I can never tell with this mic.
It's so dark on the stream. Let me know if it's dark. Get that DPS meter up. This is Warcraft. People won't know how big your balls are unless they see you at the top of the DPS meter. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. So let me know if the stream looks a little darker than normal because I can adjust it. I just set it up on a new monitor.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
A lot of the ladies love it. It's that foreign appeal.
And that's Tyler talking there with his sexy Australian accent. And if you listen carefully, you can hear the whispers of Wes, who, for whatever reason, talks like he's always in a library 24/7.
Yeah.
I actually have him turned up so high in Discord that I'm sure one day when he changes out his mics, it's going to cause everyone's ears to rupture. I don't.
I seen what looked like the laser matrix proc, but I don't know how that could have been possible.
Had to go through the wall here.
So now I
Yeah.
just got to kill all
I
this
just seen
stuff.
a line, like a white line, shoot through.
And I died. I died instantly. I didn't even have a chance. I don't know what's happening. We're just one pack at a time. I wish smokers had that kind of mentality.
One pack at a time.
No,
instead of,
actually,
like,
I wish they
7
didn't
packs.
have that mentality is what I meant to say.
Well,
Smoking companies would love that. One pack at a time.
what we might be able to do to avoid that is be at like the top of that one stair and just have a hunter like misdirect pull. Something's buggy.
Something's buggy. We're pulling a lot more tonight than we should be, and there's, oh my gosh, there's blood everywhere. Not our blood. Might as well be our blood.
Yep. Yes, yeah.
Wow.
It doesn't matter.
Cocoon got ripped right off of you.
And I'm just gonna use my shield. I'm like, me and Tyler are the only ones in here right now,
Yeah, we might
fighting
just wanna,
everything. You want me to just kill myself? Is that what you're saying, Mal? I should kill myself right now?
We might want to, but I don't.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of blood on the ground. Actually, so yesterday when we did this,
Damn. I was trying to.
this was not happening.
Bubble was tanking it as a freaking holy pally. He was like tanking it. I was healing him. Yeah, we're playing heroic.
Yeah, so you have normal, then you have heroic, and then you have mythic. Mythic legendary. Maybe in the next.
I'm just.
Oh.
Yeah, just.
There was a dominator that just killed us. She just died in like one hit. Just get the hell out of here.
Start.
We are off to a great. This is the perfect night to stream. Is to show how everyone how good we are at killing things. Hello, Mr. American.
I see a lot of skeletons here. What did I miss?
Yeah.
Well, there wouldn't be skeletons there if you showed up on time.
There it is. Cutting back to the couch cam, just for a second, while I go in here really quick.
I got you.
There he is, and then goodbye.
Oh, look.
Yeah, I went back into Discord for that same reason, Mal.
Like, I came back and Drog is rezzing me. I'm like dead in the middle of the fucking platform.
Just fucking dead. That's a see that big giant ship there, Mike? That's if you spend $80 and buy 6 months worth of WoW, you get that ship for free. It is one of the
Some people got it for doing the annual pass and they got it for free. So like you didn't have to re-buy it if you didn't already buy that much.
oh.
That's how Wes got it.
Oh.
Wes bought 6 months already and they just gave it to him for free.
Do people see that and they're like, oh, so cool?
Some
Yeah,
people do.
Some people, yeah.
Like I see it and I'm like, that's it. That's in my way.
I wanna see it. Like, let me just look at you for a while. Like, that's what I imagine that was.
So
It's like I have to stop, and you just let people watch the animations where they could easily go on YouTube and just look at it there.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm in game.
A lot of it too, a lot of things look different because you're in the 3D plane when you're in the game. So like when you're looking at it, you know, like on a video, it's two-dimensional because the person's not going to be tilting around. But
I'd be willing to bet, unless we got
Yeah.
incredibly lucky.
a lot of people freak out more over like the really rare achievement mounts, like the ones you can get in game that are just
Help, I'm
hard to do,
buried.
like that take a feat of strength, more than they do the pay ones. But there's a few of those pay ones that were pretty awesome because you can't get them anymore.
There was a, when the Game Grumps did their World of Warcraft special, Ross spent like, I think it's like $200 for a card that has a code for like a crystal horse or something.
Yeah, there used to be the most expensive mount in the game is still the Spectral Tiger,
Okay.
and the Spectral Tiger, which I don't have it, but you can look it up in the pet journal for mounts anyway. It's and actually one of our guildies has it, but maybe you can't.
killing her.
But it's a sometimes the cards used to go on eBay and it would pop up randomly once in a while for like anywhere between $1,500 to about $5,000. Yeah, USD. And
We got laser matrix again.
I know some people that had bought it when the card game was still current, and they bought it for gold in game. Like somebody traded the code to them through email, and that was anywhere like between like $1 million gold at the time, and $1 million gold now is not like really anything to look at.
Getting knocked around over here.
But back then, $1 million gold was like if somebody just handed you a check for like $1,000 in real life. Like it was pretty much a big deal.
Well, apparently those big guys getting raided.
Oh no. So the hardest part beyond the boss normally in these things is actually the trash. They don't have to be, but I think it's the amount that you have to do.
Yeah.
We have to kill so many mobs.
So when you say trash, that's mobs, that's
Right. So everything on this platform, in order to activate the boss, has to die. And it's a lot. It's a
you have to, well, it's kind of like a resource battle, so you have to kill them without using all your,
well, our resources are pretty baller. Actually, I'm gonna get behind this thing.
I remember Matt saying something about everybody's got to have at least half hand by the time we walk into this, or we're all
Yeah. That's for the second phase in the fight. Like
Yeah, for during the fight, because you can rest up before you fight him.
it is true with the trash though too, because if like we're all half mana, when this pulls, we'll be able to finish that pack, but we're gonna be out by the next one, so we're gonna have to sit down and drink. But yeah, during the fight, there's a second phase, and like if the healers have any less than half, it's gonna be really rough.
Is Mal wearing a fur? Yes, Malachi is wearing a fur.
I'm wearing the fur.
wearing Game of Thrones.
It is faux fur, actually.
Winter is coming. I don't think it did. I didn't hear a beep.
Nah,
Michael's in there making delicious food of life.
the food of justice.
Damage to the arcane.
I gotta set this microphone up next time, Mal, because it's so much easier to hear you and wear headphones at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Because I can hear you
It
clearly.
shouldn't go to you. It should either go to pet or well.
Uh-oh, somebody's yelling in Discord. There's a disagreement going on.
A disagreement.
This is drama!
Somebody misdirected us last night.
Oh, we do. It's just I have it turned down because I'm also talking and I don't want to be like 50 people talking at once and then I'm the star.
I'm an explorer.
I'm an explorer. I'm a human and I'm coming.
Pro tip to everybody in the Discord right now: if you just start screaming the N-word, YouTube's taking all the
Are
Twitch
you
press.
sure it wasn't?
Please don't. I muted pause so we don't have to worry about that.
There's one guy.
There's one guy in our Discord who probably would do that.
Yeah, he's from Nebraska, so he's from a place that
You gotta give him. You gotta give it. Gotta give a love to the people of Nebraska. You know.
But Tyler, if you yell cunt,
Purposefully misdirected.
Yeah, Tyler says cunt no matter. I mean they've accepted.
Yeah, no, I've looked up the Twitch rules. There's nobody that's gonna really violate it unless like somebody coaxes them into doing it.
Yeah.
Because I've streamed the guild before, but
Yeah, everyone's kind of like more so trying to get this boss down because this is actually the first time. If we kill this tonight, it'll be the first time we've killed this boss.
yeah, we kept misdirecting to this one guy, and he's like, what the fuck? Stop misdirecting to me! And he started losing his mind over it because he's being a complete dick.
Who was it?
It was some guy in LFR,
Can
Lel
you,
and I, on our hunters back in Missa Pandaria. We started just like spam misdirecting to some guy because he was being an asshole to everybody.
Okay.
And we got
Well, I
him.
can
We got him kicked because he was being such a dick, and everyone's like, "Stop pulling aggro off the tanks." It was like some DPS death knight.
I'd rather eat it, but okay.
I'm gonna turn up the game volume here in a bit. I just wanna. So it's hard to balance game audio and Discord because they're both on a different. They're both on the same channel basically. So I'm gonna do a little bit of game audio just so we can hear all the explosions.
Bloodshot Rage, so
Oh god, is this the last trash pack? Oh no, it's not. There's still one more after
makes
this.
this trash a little bit easier.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey buddy.
Meow.
Meow.
I was talking to Dominator.
I just threw it. I just did
I
that.
didn't do that.
I just did that. I'm sorry. That was my bad, guys. I didn't mean to do that.
That pack. You keep that pack. I'm bringing him over here.
What'd you do?
I threw my hammer and pulled off the trash.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That is not like me. I did not do that for the benefit of the stream. That was just a fucking stupid mistake I just made.
That'll be a penalty stroke.
Yep.
how
Who's
much?
getting the red card?
I can't believe I did that. What's that, Mike?
So other than our stuff, what else has been done?
Wait, how do we get?
You can time walk.
yeah. In some of the Time Walkers, Leroy Jenkins
Yep.
is in there, but like
Don't
I don't know
have
what that
the
is because I haven't
Dominator.
done it
have the
since I heard
Dominator.
that was added.
I have both.
It's like it's older instances, but what it is you go back to this one instance in particular that got redone, and Leroy Jenkins is actually an NPC, and you have to help him get his devout shoulders. You know, which was like the whole thing as to why they were there in that first place in the video. But he's an NPC. He's actually a follower in Warlords of Draenor. Like I actually have him as a follower too. So he was an NPC you could send to go do like automatic missions. You'd send like 3 followers out and they come back and they bring you
Oh, I
caches
think
and
this
stuff.
trash is a lot easier without those enrages.
But the whole thing is like he's like, hey, thanks for helping me get my devout shoulders and saving me, and you know, he's like, now you're basically my king, and then he
That
like
was the
follows
plan,
you around.
you know, the first time we did it. Except for we pulled like everything.
Oh, and one other thing is
It
you can get
backfired.
Jenkins as a title. So whatever your character's name is
Yeah.
it says like my name is Ikazad, it'd be like Ikazad Jenkins.
Back to tried.
Now I know that
I was watching, man. I'm always afraid it's West.
created by
So if it goes
It
running
was
off,
made by the people in that guild, and that guild is still around. I made a character over on that server one time just to
Actually,
see,
no, I
and
mean,
yeah,
I
they
think
were
in a
they
way
were
it's
hanging out in town. They do events for their
definitely
server
paying
apparently, where they like hang out and just do random stuff.
I'm glad we survived that
Yeah.
because I pulled that because I'm so used to playing shit by myself. I'm just throwing my hammer around at whatever's an enemy at this point, and then I'm like, oh wait, we're raiding, and there are other people I have to watch out for.
Bubble has seen some shit. You pulled some shit last night that I was. There were 2 points where we were gonna be 100% done, dead, and bubble. Magician.
Oh no.
At one point I remember.
There it is.
Yeah, Come and Go's used to running with me where like I can't keep anything up.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Dang.
No, that is
Savage.
It is.
Get him, Logan.
I just happen to be really good at keeping one target alive.
Lay on hands.
I'm actually
heck of
awful
a
at that.
spell.
Alright, so, tag and haul balls.
Yeah.
It's this monitor
Everyone has to touch it though.
Yeah, because on mine it's fine.
on the computer. Your screen is kind of.
See, this,
Okay,
on
help
this it
us.
looks fine. Look at this.
Haha, I cover the most distance.
It looks fine. It's just this monitor is really kind of. What the hell? Oh God! Turn around for a second. It was revenge.
Cheater.
Yeah,
You
it's
literally morphed your body into a cat. Cheating.
Okay.
Literally,
Rob
you're
still needs hero.
In the green.
yeah. Well, actually, this is like
Did it.
this is a warlock's soul well that you can use to get 3 candies.
I
there.
mean, whatever, just go.
Shit, that's loud. Yeah,
Yeah,
and you
that's-
use
that's
those
what
to
we
give
call
yourself
them.
health.
They're health stones, and they what
My
in the
tags
lore
are-
what you do is that they shatter them with their fist in their hand, and like it heals them or something.
I was trying to see if I had another flask from yesterday, but I don't think. Do they disappear? The
Yeah,
flasks?
those are conjured items.
Ow.
So like, what I normally do is if I have one before I log out, I'll just use it and then log out because the buff doesn't decay when you're offline.
So well, I have.
Do you
one
have a?
request.
Did they put one down already?
They have not.
Okay.
Yep, give me a second.
I don't have one on me either. I don't think.
You're gonna tell me to take the neural silencer I have on off.
Yes, I am. Or else I can't misdirect to you.
Chain is not.
Switching
on.
over just for a second while I go and adjust some volumes here on Discord. Drog is really loud, so I'm gonna turn her down.
Don't we need those off for leap of faith anyways?
Fodden, I'm gonna turn you up. So you have a beautiful
Will not be
voice.
here on Wednesday nights.
Hammered, you need to be turned up.
Or 5 people.
Large is installing. Wow. Chained isn't here.
Hey Mal, which one is Come and Go on Discord?
He is Pip Chains.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, he needs to be turned way up because I can barely hear him.
249.
There we go. Awesome.
Yeah, Chain probably had to work late. Is all that is.
Back to the stream.
Probably be here eventually, but.
Yes, Malachi is wearing a fur. It is the newest New York fashion. Mal, please show off the fur for everyone on the stream. It's a beautiful fur. Yes, winter is coming, or
Winter is coming.
you just want to look ravish and beautiful. And that is why Malachi is currently wearing 100% cat fur made from a...
It's actually my cat from home. I just
skinned
her.
Skinned her. You know, that's normal and completely ethical.
Yeah.
Very natural. Yeah, she died naturally as I was skinning her.
It just looks just like... It's the same kind of fur my cat has, but it's full.
It's like she died of natural causes.
I'm not
as I
trying to
was
piss PETA PlayStation off.
PETA PlayStation, if you're watching us, we're sorry. We will do our best not to skin any more cats.
Yeah.
PETA PlayStation.
PETA PlayStation.
If it was Legion, it would be 40% because that's what they changed every one of my spells by. It seemed like 40% on it.
40%.
40% in your ass.
40% of what?
40% in your ass.
40% your ass.
That's all that fits.
You remember that? You remember the 40% memes?
Whoa. I needed to repair pretty bad apparently.
They even have an emoji over there that's 40%.
It's because they love us. They love to nerf us by 40% all the time.
Ooh, we're about to pull. So this is our first. This is our 19th. Here we go.
Who's the first?
Pre-potting, so that way I can attack this boss and do my Disney. But first, I need to kill the Blood Hexer. She is over here.
I'm gonna do full
She must die.
concentration mode.
Right.
Hector?
Yes. I am attacking the Hexer. And nobody else is, apparently.
Dude, that Hexer bounced around so much there.
So, our strategy is to kill that. You didn't really. I don't know if you guys could have seen her, but I'm just gonna kill this guy. So I just want him to be dead. I don't know why I followed him.
I got Sackle.
And so basically we want to kill the Blood Hexer because she will summon a blood that will slowly creep toward the boss. And if that boss gets a blood, he will reheal a percent of his health. And he has, looks like 23 million health. So we have a lot of work to do to kill this boss. If we do, the floor will open up, and below it will be a giant dinosaur thing. I don't know what you would call Mithrax. We've done this entire raid on normal already, so we know the fight, but the fights change slightly every time you go up in difficulty. So on normal, this fight is like nothing for us at this point. However, heroic this is our newest heroic time. We reached this point last night, and then we stopped. So we're gonna try to do this again, and I just took some damage. Holy shit!
Hexer needs to be harsh CC.
Getting that Hexer. I'll give her a hard CC.
Blood's out again.
By hard CC, I mean I'm gonna stun her.
There's another blood. Oh,
I got the circle.
Get the blood. I'm gonna fucking slow it down. See, that's the blood I'm talking about right there. We do not want that to reach the boss. Oh god, I stood right in front of that as he cleaved me.
Yep, it's a wipe.
It's a wipe?
Wipe it.
The boss got a buff. So when the Crusher does that large circle, if Zul is stuck inside that circle, he gets a percentage-based buff, which increases the amount of damage he does. If he gets that, shit hits the fan instantly. Like, the amount of damage and everything just increases times a billion.
Yeah.
It becomes unhealable.
Yeah, and so we can't... The thing is with Heroic is that we can't make any kind of, like, big mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, in Heroic, you could do, like, slight little mistakes, but in... and in Normal, it's like, you know, 1 or 2 mistakes, we'll be able to clean it up. Huh? Oh, it's from the pad. I'm white. I'm very white.
Is there a real blister? Like
No. If I put my hand on anything, it turns red. I'm just really white. It's like Michael was pointing out that I have a blister. It's just any sort of abrasion against my skin over a period of time, I turn really red. No, that was funny because Amalia had the same thing yesterday when I was talking to her. She was like, "No, these aren't bruises on my leg. I'm just white." Yeah. Did you what you making in there? Pizza. Nice, nice, nice. We have pepperoncinis, topping. Cut them up, put them on there. So there's a druid. I'm gonna jump on her back. There we go. She's like resting, but I'm just gonna ride her anyway. Now she kicked me off. She's like, "Get the hell off me." So like right now, if you look, he summoned this gigantic feast here, and this feast is actually how we get a buff. So well-fed buff of strength of 100 increase, which is great. And so if we all eat for 10 seconds, we get this buff. And that buff goes away when you die. So they have to put a feast down every time we die. Yeah. Well, when everyone dies, because these things are expensive and hard to make.
Yeah, we farm a lot for it. Like, we'll go out and we'll fish. We do, like, farming parties, kind of.
I was just thinking, like, if you have like your natural whatever refresh of health and mana, and if you just make your character sit down as an animation.
That would be nice, but you have to use an item in order to restore it. If you just sit there, there's a natural regeneration. And so, in battle, before we start, we always pre-pot, which means I use a strength potion right before battle. It gives me a 24 second potion. But I can only use 1 potion in battle. So that's why we're pre-potting now, instead of waiting until we're like right in the thick of things, because then there's no more cooldown. You can only use 1 potion while you're in combat. So we do it early, and then we get the effects early, and then we just go in here and we nuke whatever we want to.
So there's the dude, woman?
Yeah, so there's a Crusher and then there's a Hexer. We have to kill these guys first before we go to the boss. There's little dogs that come out, which, you know, they're whatever. They're kind of annoying to ranged, I think, more than anything. I'm melee. I'm in the fray. But range has their own little thing they have to worry about. Tyler is actually doing dispels. Okay. So 2 random people will be selected in the raid to receive kind of a blessing, I guess, from Zool itself. And you have to run to the edge so these little things can spawn. And the only way to kill them is to dispel them. And since he's a priest, he can mass dispel an area.
And for me, I'm a monk healer, so like what I'm doing in this fight is I'm basically just healing the tanks and healing the raid with the other healers. But I also am a healer that has a objective. Like if you notice over by the purple diamond, there's something that's paralyzed there. So like I'm also keeping ad control where I can. I'm dropping stuns, I'm throwing Ring of Peace, which is a zone where like if anything hostile goes into it, it gets knocked out of the zone.
And I'm playing a Retribution Paladin, so I'm just basically doing anything I can to damage all the things around me and in front of me. My specialty is mostly burst damage. So if you watch closely, there will be times like right now where I can't use any of my skills, my 3 main skills here. And so I have to kind of wait until it's up and available. But when I do a shitload of damage in one big push. And so we're trying to get the boss down to 40%, because that'll take him into the next phase, which is where we can really unleash hell on him. Right now, he's just in phase 1, which is where he's just going to keep spawning these things until we kill him. If we kill him tonight, this will be the first time we've killed him, and it will actually put us up there on the rankings on the server. Right now, currently on our server, there's only been 1 guild that has killed Mythic. Where did everyone go?
We got destroyed.
Oh, I'm sitting here like talking, and I'm like fucking fighting shit. Everyone died.
I just got 1 shot from full to dead, and I'm not exactly sure what did it. Nazmani Blood Shard.
We got killed in 1 shot. I was fine. I don't know what I was doing, but I didn't even notice it until I noticed there was no more players.
Nazmani Blood Shard.
For
some reason, that 1 shot.
So we got to go down and so I can drink a flask which persists through death, and it gives me 238 strength.
Because I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've never been.
Last will have 2. I have 2.
66K,
what's that?
Yeah. I was already half though.
Yeah, pretty much. Mal he drops a cauldron down, and then you just get a flask from the cauldron, and then you drink that, and you get an hour's worth of flask that persists through death. But once he goes to 40%, then we can really unleash hell on him. But this will put us up in the rankings on server, because right now we are 13th on server. The top guild on the server in terms of progression has only killed Mythic first boss, and they haven't even killed the second boss. And I feel like with our setup, we could probably knock out that second boss.
Yeah.
No problem. Yes, this is brand new. So when he dies, this floor is going to open up, and that's where you're going to drop down and fight the next boss. No trash. And it starts the minute you fall on the ground. Yeah, and then we fight that. Now, there isn't only the top guild in the server, the one that's number 1 right now, has killed the second boss, but nobody on our server has killed the heroic version of the last boss.
And early into progression, we pushed up pretty far. We surpassed a lot of guilds that were on the same kind of tier with us last expansion, and passed them up. So now we're kind of sitting in limbo until this boss dies, and this is going to determine how quick we're going to be able to push, because this boss is the hardest thing in here. Like the others, they hit hard or whatever, and they were healing checks, but we got over them. This one here is just a mechanical, like, timing check and healing check and damage check.
So it's basically like he is the thing that blocks us from continuing at the moment. And so.
And generally, I'm the.
That's come and go. He is talking. That's his pull macro.
We
So
have Team Pineapple Pizza, and it's a channel. It has divided our guild. There are the pineapple eaters, and there are the ones that do not. Ah, yeah. Pineapple's my favorite topping.
Nobody's talking in Discord.
Pauses. He's just talking about stacks.
No! So this is what I mean. I have to go all the way to the end of the raid here. I usually go like right here at the edge. And then Tyler, I'm gonna put absorb shield on. Tyler's gonna take those things that spawn that I just dropped there, and he's gonna dispel them. So he's running over there now. Yep. Yep. And that's why I have to run, because if it blows up near everybody, they're gonna get mad at me. They're gonna be, well, they're not gonna get mad. They're gonna be very disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. They, we're really, this is a really kind of cool laid back guild. Like it's listed as semi-hardcore, which means like,
we try for progression, but we don't really like.
We're not going to eat people alive if you make a mistake.
Yeah, we're not dicks that'll just replace people. Like most of these people that are in this raid, I've played with for close to 12 to 14 years.
And then, yeah, and in all honesty, like, there is a, I mean, if you've played online at all, you know that it's hard to find a good group of people to play with that aren't gonna. There's another blood right there. I'm gonna fucking hard stun that shit.
Fuck. Started lagging.
All right. Yeah, and also the server tonight seems to be running kind of weird. I was trying to go to the WoW website earlier just to look at some stuff, and it just kept saying our server's on fire. That is literally the message they have for the server for error 500, which is typically a server error. Ow! He hurt me. Quit standing in front of him.
Well, I made a mistake. I didn't buy any potions to drink when I start running low on mana, so.
Oops.
Well, I've got the burst potion. I just drank one, but that's not really going to help me.
So I took one potion before fighting, and then when they activate the hero mechanic, which is a, oh, we got two dead people.
So this isn't gonna work. We just don't have the DPS for it.
We just don't have the DPS for it.
It's just not a viable strat tonight for the people that we have. Because both times when they were pulled in, just wasn't there.
Yeah, it seemed like it was a little lacking.
Even the first time when we did get the proper stun, the
Okay.
DPS just wasn't enough.
So we can't do the early pull-in strat, basically, is what that means. Because usually our damage is like through the roof, but we're missing a couple people.
Yeah, there's a couple of people who had to do.
We're missing Kevin, not Kevin is in like, yeah.
Yeah, another Kevin.
Yeah, we're missing Ubel, who's an Affliction Warlock who pulls a shitload of damage, and we're missing Alanaris, who is a Death Knight who also pulls a shitload of damage.
Is everybody in agreement to that?
So we're missing two really big ones.
Yeah, and in all honesty, we have noticed that like even having one person gun makes a ton of difference, because that's like another 20,000. That could be another 10k damage per second that we just don't have, and that could make a huge difference in a fight like this.
And a lot of times, like, well, for everything here, like they it scales. So like if you add one person to the raid, that's a percentage based the boss and all the ads gain. If you take one person away, that's a percentage that the boss, as far as like health and everything, loses. So it tries to adjust the fight's mechanics to however many people are in there.
Right. And currently we have 15 people. That means we have 2 tanks, 4 healers, and 10 DPS.
And we normally run with 18.
Sorry, that's 9 DPS because I can't do math apparently, but it's the same thing.
They did drop a feed. Oh, I already ate it.
Yeah, you ate your feast, you ate your food. So what is the strat then? What are we gonna do?
I think they're talking it over. The tanks are usually, like, whenever it's quiet like this, that's usually when the tanks are talking something over.
Gotcha. So they're in Discord talking about strategy because of the yesterday. If we had the same build we had yesterday, we'd probably be able to get to the second phase no problem. But because we have some people missing tonight, so who's all missing?
We're missing Ubel. We're missing Alanaris. Chained wasn't able to get on.
Okay.
Who's like a rogue. She could do a lot of CC to those things. I mean, that's really it. We're just missing those 3. But that's a lot for a fight like this.
Yeah.
Because that's some solid CC and solid damage. Like Kevin's dots would just rip one of those slams apart.
So now we are currently just.
The healers always seem to know what we're doing. Like all we do is we're very good about not overlapping cooldowns. We have 2 druids and a monk is me, and then we've got our paladin Bubble, who's like Bubble's usually like hard single target burst, but he has a lot of things he brings to the raid, like utility wise, as far as like big CDs. We have the 2 Trinks, which are like an overall overtime, and then there's me with my revival, and revival's like a burst that just blankets the whole raid and heals them.
So we have a pretty good setup, but this is just a very hard fight.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to figure out, I guess they're trying to decide like what's the best strategy based on our current damage. I actually don't know if I'm doing enough. Let's see. Current fight. Well, it's hard to tell because with all this shit being AoE'd. We just need another DPS. We need another one. So that's what we're currently waiting on. I can kind of go over what's happening here on my screen because there's a lot of stuff here. So if you look over here on the left, that's our raid frames. This is all the players that are in the raid and their health. And I can click on them, and then I can just sort of refresh my buff to him and refresh my buff to him. That's actually Mal's character. And then over here, that's my character frame at the top right. Here's a mini map. That number there is how many people are currently in our group. You can have up to 30 in a raid like this. And these are all the buffs that I currently have. Just basic stuff like stamina, a devotion aura from somewhere, some wind walking going on, my well fed because I just ate. Reorigination array, which is something.
Oh, we're missing Arcanus.
You know, I noticed that there's no. We were missing one of our paladins. We have a strength flask, which is what I drank there, and then this is actually something for the weekly sign of the skirmisher, which is a. It's how you get extra honor for the week, and then this guild champion one, which I always have. And then over here is just a bunch of other buttons that I have. So I got like a bunch of toys and stuff that I can click on. I got my mount. And it's a little dog. There it is. Even howls. And I also have a turtle. In case I want to go underwater. And it's absolutely ridiculous and I love it. The other thing I have is a whistle that I use to call a fire in case someone dies, and I could burn their corpse, which is what I do for fun. It's basically I call this like my toy box over here on my right. There's a couple of things I can activate, but I don't really need to. There's like there's one emergency button over there. I put it over there because I kept hitting it on accident. What else do I have? So I got all my skills down here. I'm playing a lot with the number keys on my keyboard. And then these up here are kind of like clickables. I can assign hotkeys to them, but I'm not exactly like a hotkey, like holding Alt and pressing this number in the middle of a fight kind of thing. That's something that takes a lot of practice, and I just never really put the time into it. So I'm just, you know, I'm already facing the thing. I'll just click it really fast. I'm not in dire need to actually activate it immediately, but I'm sure that if I did, I'd probably be more efficient, I guess, quote unquote. Potions and stuff like that. Basic stuff. I got my bags here. These are all my bags. I got like 5. I'm wearing 5 backpacks because you can never have too much baggage space. I've got
Not
like
enough baggage.
I have 4 slots. I have 4 shoulder pads in case the shoulder pads that I'm wearing, you know, aren't cool enough. No, I don't know. I have 4 because I can switch between specs, so I can go be a tank. I can wear one pair out, you know.
One of those is his hooking shoulders for when he goes hooking.
When I go turning tricks on Thunderbird.
We're just talking strats and officer right now.
So they're trying to talk strats.
The tanks like to figure things out, so we just give them a minute. And then people get impatient, like, what are we waiting on? Oh my god, like, this is a game? Like, my time is so valuable, that's why I'm playing World of Warcraft?
Yeah, if your time was valuable, you wouldn't be... That's fucked up. If your time was valuable, you would not be spending it here. Lose, like, some value off your time.
Yes.
And yes, it does involve 2 guys in 1 cup.
Good.
Perfect.
I'm the cup, by the way.
He's the top.
Cup.
Oh, he's the...
cup, not cuck.
He's the cup. He's the cup.
No, did you catch that whole thing?
He's like 2 guys in 1 cup. He's like, I'm the cup.
Yeah, son's like, I'm the cup.
He doesn't love you.
I'm just gonna sit here with this flower. He loves me. He loves me not. He loves me. He loves me not.
So these are our
As long as
champions.
that
So this
flower
one right
has 2
here is
petals, you're fine.
Bubble 07, which is one of our healers.
What the Horde did to Talbot.
They showed it the 2 flowers, 1 cup.
Then over here we have Hammered
First,
Fupa,
upside down grandma.
who is a monk
You've
who
never
just
had
dropped a
2
flower
guys
in the
1 cup
ground.
until you did it the grandma way.
That's true. You're right.
This is Drog. She is a healer, and she also doubles as a
Extra
mount.
sweaty.
Now I can ride her,
Uh,
but I'm gonna get off of her because
and
that's not
still
fair.
smells like cottage.
Just like that. Then we got Pyre, who is our Void Elf Hunter, looking
The
upset.
other one thing
Please
about an
stop
old
with the
lady with
sunflower,
cottage
Jesus
cheese.
Christ.
This is
Holy
Lel,
shit.
who is our main tank here.
Oh, somebody doing the sunflower.
And then there he is, the man
can't
himself,
hear it,
the myth,
but
the legend,
That sucks.
the Tyler.
All
He's
right.
actually a big giant ball
so
of
we got
purple
the dispels
gas.
worked out?
I told Pyrrha, Deckard, you don't have to do the dispels anymore.
The only time we're gonna have you dispel is if it's a fucking emergency.
Alrighty.
We're gonna try to get some damage up versus having you solely focusing on dispels to the degree that we are.
And this guy up here, that's
We'll probably need help in the
Sun.
second phase.
Yeah.
He's got giant engines on his shoulders, which is interesting.
Second phase, you're the man. But
And
first
then-
phase, and your primary target
Entish,
is blood hexers. Because what we're going to try
translucent
to do
werewolf.
is do our strat from last night. But we're going to need to eke out a little bit of DPS we can get. Because if not, Daddy gonna fuck up. I mean, mess up.
I mean,
Well, fuck. Alright, cool.
Gosh sake, watch your darn
Alright.
language.
I think they. Do they know we're streaming, Mel?
Huh?
Do they know we're streaming?
I told Lel, yeah.
Oh.
Why?
No, he's like, watch your darn mouth.
Oh, no, that's just how they are.
Yeah. Because I didn't tell everyone we're streaming this, so they don't know.
No. He's
What
too
they
old.
don't know is that we're currently live streaming. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna pre-pot. I'm gonna go after this woman. For battle. I want to kill her as
The
fast
old
as I can.
kangaroo that could.
And now we gotta kill the Crusher because he's annoying and evil. Where is it going? Oh my god!
don't be ever be standing on top of the front. You are, you'll get cleaved by the front.
He will cleave you because he's a cleaving sumbitch.
Cleveland some bitch.
That Cleveland, that bean flicking sumbitch.
I got star. Oh, never mind. I got cow.
I wonder if there's a way I can like move those button things. It's like, so these are all my like warnings to let me know when things are about to pop up. Like that phase. It's actually an add-on that you can get for the game. Currently, we're using a Big Wigs.
We got.
Big Wigs is a boss add-on. Do we have another bullet? No.
Primary target smart.
Rise from my blood to crush the weak, says Zul.
Well, Zul's kind of a jerk, okay?
He is.
Rising from his blood.
Oh god, it's chasing me.
See, that's the one that needs to be stunned, not the first one.
Kill the Ichor. Do not have.
I'm slowing him down.
I got circled.
I use my PvP skill on it. Slow it down.
Kill the
Ah.
I revivaled that.
Thank you.
We get Wes up.
It's funny because like the second my screen turns red, I'm like, no.
Yeah, everybody in the raid just took a massive hit. We got ads coming in.
We took a massive hit, bro.
Alright.
Oh, I got feared out of it.
Like this idea.
If it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
It was
the
worth a
damage was better, but I feel like there was way more chaos.
Yeah. The minions are definitely getting
It's such a hard trade up, and we only have one like mass dispel, which kind of makes it.
Oops. Well, we were wiping anyway.
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
It is. Well, in the worst case, we learned and we died. Man.
You learn and you die. And now Malachi, winter is coming.
Winter is coming. The streets will flow with the blood of the non-believers.
I hear Wes whispering like
That's my
a
question,
like a sultry mistress. He's like, "You got a stun. I've got a
The
stun."
other day, though, is that a lot of them were hitting they were hitting DR, even when we were getting them right.
I got a stun.
You stun it once. That's it. That's
Ooh.
all we need is one stun.
God, his voice is so sexy.
That's it.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like interrupts, whatever, but stuns. That's the only time that we need it, and it's the time that we're not getting it.
We need to get stuns. When do we need the stuns?
Waste, especially with our low damage. Adding an extra blood that we have to kill is adding more HP to the boss. Even if he doesn't get that blood, it's something that we have to kill. And we're not killing a hexer, so it's like making it even worse.
Let's see.
I have to agree.
We're pushing DPS out pretty hard, but we're still not pulling up enough to be able to defeat.
Yeah, Tyler's
I'm just
DPS
trying to
goes
stay
way
in
up
mind
when
for
he's
it
when he
every
didn't
time
have to
and
dispel.
See what I can do, and make sure that I get it. If I don't, someone else needs to back me up.
Tank's job is not that.
We have enough DPS that have a stun that we shouldn't have to do that. Yours should be an emergency.
When am I
Mine
supposed to be
should
stunning?
be
I don't get it.
emergency
Did
if
I
you
forget
can
something?
Hold it. If not, but you shouldn't have
Wait,
to
what?
sit there and try to hold.
They're
yours
talking about we should be
because
stunning something, but I don't know.
Yeah, when it's casting congealed
The
blood.
options we have are
The
not
problem
giving
is
stun
what's been going on is that the mobs have been hitting diminishing returns, so they've been immune to stun
Fair
because
enough.
it's been stunned so much. But we only really need. We only really, we
During
only really
congealed
need-
blood.
Yeah, we only need one stun during congealed blood.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a last, you know what I mean? If there's no option, then yeah, go with.
And the Hexer is the one that's casting that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So
Definitely from the options. And
basically what he's saying is I cast stun and I can stun the boss for how many seconds?
I mean, in the end, all
6 seconds.
All that we're doing by making you do it is giving others a cop out, and I don't think that's the way to go.
And so basically I've been stunning it, but not at a time where it is necessary. And so that is what they were talking about. So basically what I need to do before she casts Congealed Blood, we should be killing her or stunning her when she does that, because she'll summon a blood, and that's the blood that comes up and heals the boss, and we don't want that at all. That would be bad. So that's what we're gonna do.
Did she try to cast congeal blood?
No, she didn't even get it off.
Okay, no, I just need to know if she tries to cast one.
All right, I'm gonna go over here.
Because I want to know if my weak ore is working. That's all. I'm gonna use my crazy crane. Crazy.
But that's how it goes. Millions of people living its food.
I got feared off of that.
Alright, get that out of the way. Fighting all these guys are really hard.
I mean, our pets only have a 10-second cooldown on our.
I'm gonna be feared.
Yeah.
If this
So
fear
we
does
can only
not come
get
off
one.
of me, before I reach the edge, my character will jump off the edge and kill himself. Fortunately, he did not do that.
Yeah, pretty
They
much.
have
They have
over
it.
100k with shield.
Someone else needs to take that. Someone else needs to take that.
Ow, ow. What the fuck?
All right. That was close.
This isn't extremely rough. I've got ring next.
Oops. I got one shot.
I'm feared. Oh, not good.
Feared as well.
Alright,
Dead on that.
The Hexers, I think, just got... Yeah.
Alright, the hunters aren't going to be able to do that then.
Not like that.
It's regressing backwards instead of better.
Off the platform I go.
A lot of stuff is happening right now.
We're gonna have Decker get
We're
that
gonna have to
one
go
as
back
well,
to
but
Tyler
then as
doing
soon
it.
as he's done with the one, just flip to dot the shit on something.
Yeah, straight to the blood hexer.
Because we lost more than we gained there.
Yeah. I just wish we had
So you
one
want-
more mass dispel somewhere.
So you want me to mass dispel one of the groups?
Yeah. And then the hunters can concentrate on the other group. And then just go to playing into the blood hexer, whatever blood hexer's up. Just fucking give her all she got.
Give her all she's got, Captain.
Alrighty.
Gotta go. Have a great stream and raid. Animation class in 5 minutes. Hey, John, thanks for joining us, man. Good luck at your animation class. Let me know how it goes when you get done. I'd love to hear about it. John is a part of a pretty much fairy tale level of like class where it's like everyone just kind of like, I don't know, they put more attention into it. I think it's because I just had like kind of like a community college experience, so I'm so used to like the kind of apathetic like experience in college. But it sounds like it's magical. How's it going over there, Mal?
Oh, it's going.
It's going. Going right in my pants. And so now we must kill we must kill the boss.
I think some people from my stream are actually watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Because I have your every time you guys stream it auto hosts on mine.
Oh.
I don't have a ton of followers though.
No worries. It's always cool to have other people watching. As I said, this is the first time I've ever done a not on the couch stream. This is weird to me. Like I'm so used to like leaning back with a controller in my hand.
I'm gonna have to stay up all night looking at my fucking priest.
No. Malachi has been talking about leveling this priest up.
Yeah, because
we have a
there-
lack of a priest in the raid.
Yeah, and like Tyler, like he's doing what he can, but there's only so much one person can do on a fight like this.
Yeah, and you need mass dispel.
Yeah, we can't
Unfortunately,
have
as a mechanic.
swapping all the time to do stuff that we should have like a one person being able to do.
So does your monk need anything off this guy?
No.
I got stuff.
My monk is basically geared till the end of his tier.
Sweet. So
Like there's nothing on Gahoon, there's nothing on this. My last upgrade actually comes from Vectus. It's the helm. The one
Nice.
Chained actually got last night. It was a huge upgrade for her though, so I wasn't gonna take it.
Someone's gonna need to step in this so I can grab her big sword.
Damn, I shot the fuck across that
That's the main
platform.
target right now. Smart.
Oh, there's the blood hexer.
Next.
Nope, my congeal blood macro does not work.
You want it, Cal?
I got circle.
I've got the slime stunned.
You're still gonna need to possibly have a hard CC on that blood hexer if you don't kill her in time.
Thank you, whoever just saved my ass.
Yeah, that was Cocoon.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it.
Oh shit.
What happened?
My fault.
The boss got buffed. Come and go, forgot to get that out.
Basically, if the boss gets buffed, he will do a lot more damage, and the thing that buffs him is actually this Crusher. The buff doesn't last long. Oh wait, yeah, it does.
Yeah. I think it's like the whole fight. I think it's permanent.
No, it's not. It's 10 seconds until it's done.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's only
good, so-
it's only 20 seconds. It looks
Oh.
like.
That makes things a little more doable.
Oh,
If he gets buffed,
how do we end up with two?
yeah, the buff just came off.
How the fuck did that happen?
Just plain and simple, don't have the damage.
Nope.
That's what damage.
Got double feared.
Yeah, we're missing 3 damage right now, so.
Also, for the most part we were good, but I do have one question. Why are we making the mistake of breaking the CC on the mob out there before somebody's able to be there to hard stun the blood? Because that time, that blood went off because we broke the CC before anybody that could get out there with the hard CC was there.
Yeah, and I don't have. I'm staying around it, but I
Like-
don't have paralyzed to re-CC it if something like that happens.
Like, it's fine to use the paralysis there, and if our plan
Let's
is
see.
hard CC when she casts Geo Blood, then
What
we
do
need
I
to make sure
have?
before we break the CC that somebody that can hard CC, could see Geo
Actually, I'm
Blood,
gonna-
is there to do it. Because otherwise, we end up with the blood that we have to kill, and we fall behind again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I know we want to break it and get her in there and get her killed as quick as we can, but it doesn't do us any good to break it if there's no hard CC to stop that cast of blood, because then we're just adding the blood to the fight.
I'm looking for a book. Hey, Mal, you got a respec book in your possession?
I do.
Hammer's got his leg sweep. Rowan's
Uh-huh.
got hot. What else do we have?
I got hot
Just that.
ham.
I'm actually out there waiting for.
Oh wait, I got.
He's got his.
The target that I CC, I stay around that constantly until, until the blood spawns, and then I'm trying to control the blood if something crazy goes on.
So what we need to
Target
do
is
on
too far away.
that second break
Okay.
is whoever breaks it needs to be able to use a hard CC to
Oh.
stop.
I got
cast
it.
of blood,
Oh, thank you.
Because then we don't get the blood. And we
I just
take
went
that
into the
factor
bank.
completely out. Do not break it from the middle of the fucking room and expect somebody to magically save your ass because you broke it. Like, if Hammered's gonna do the hard CC on, let Hammered roll out there, smack it, stun her, and we go from there.
Smack
If
her,
it-
stun
you know
her?
what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
I get wanting to cut the couple seconds out of there, but it doesn't.
There's
It's
not
not
really
helping
any.
us.
There's not really any
to do it the
talent
way
I
we're
can
doing it
pick
there.
that's gonna make this better.
So
I
when we
switched
break
one.
that, whoever's
I mean,
gonna
I could do the
hard
Song of
CC
Chi-Ji,
or
but I don't think
like,
that works on the
Hammered,
slimes.
it's curling into
Song
the
of Chi-Ji
sun,
I
if
never
it's-
use. It's like
if
it's a cloud that
Jesus or
shoots out from me and it
Zol
travels on the
himself,
ground.
just make
Everything
sure
that gets
they're
involved in it sleeps,
nearby.
goes
Let
to
them
sleep.
do it, get it stunned,
So I don't-
take it out.
Well,
Don't
I
worry about that part.
I just switched over to Hammer of Justice, so
When we
now
get the bloods is
every time I use
that
a
are
holy
causing the
power,
problem because
yeah.
we broke the CC
it
and
reduces the Hammer of
hard
Justice
CC 's
cooldown
not
by
there
2
or not there.
seconds, which is useful because it seems like we're gonna need it up a lot longer.
Yeah. I wish I could just have my war mode talents in here.
'Cause that's
I would
where
be
shit
so
hit the
fucking
fan there, is
overpowered.
the
I'd be
blood
like,
came up
I would
and
be
everything
damage,
started
and I
to
would be
slowly
like a
unravel.
crazy ass
We
heal
ended
for a
up with
raid.
2 crushers, we ended up with the crusher buff and everything. So we just gotta make sure we have a plan there and we stick with it.
I wish they would just let me ablay the crane in here. I'd be like soloing slimes and shit.
There we go. So now we're just fighting, oh shit.
got circle.
So yeah, just spawn those little shadow thingies up there. Oh god, there's something evil. I got this. I don't see another blood hexer yet. There she is. You must kill her. Yeah.
Well,
Perfect. Kill.
I got circle again.
All right. Let's go kill this. So he's gonna spawn another blood hexer in like 8 seconds. So as soon as she's up, someone's gonna run over there. They're gonna crowd control her, and then we're gonna.
That's my sole job on this, is actually keep those CC'd. Because it stops the damage from having to pull off and do something crazy, so it just makes more sense if I do it.
Yeah.
shit, that'll do this second. Yep.
We're doing a whole lot better now.
I got
Needs to grab this one.
Get him.
What?
I'm dead.
Can we get him up?
Oh. I died too. I don't know what I died from. Let's take a look.
I don't know, but it just got really intense for no reason.
Krog melee hit me.
Melee hit?
Yeah, from the beat. Oh, it was the dogs. They fucked me up.
Oh.
So one of these little dogs came out of nowhere. Let's look at how cute they are.
I don't have aggro on it.
Wouldn't you want to have one of those as a pet? You know? Oh no, it died. You imagine that? You know? So cute. I would want one. They look like they'd eat too much food. Maybe they might eat my neighbors though. That might be a good thing.
Well, the Hexers went a lot better doing it that way though. Having hammered go out and stun.
Most definitely.
I'm pretty sure as well I can actually fear them, which would break that as well.
The Hexers?
Yeah, obviously I'd have to be pretty close to them, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't need to do that though, because one stun it should be enough.
There we go.
How did we still get a blood there? Cause did Hammer get killed before he could CC it?
Nah, I hit the stun.
It didn't, it didn't...
So we got the boss down to 66.
Yeah, it stayed out there too long and it ended up getting a one-off.
I had the stun. Just wanted to have no grip up, I guess, for that one.
I'll just save mine for if that happens again. And buy like a second.
So they have to drag these things. So basically, we have to kill these blood hexers beyond just the fact that they can summon bloods, but if they become closer within each other, they can heal. Like, heal each other. But they already took care of that, so it's not anything I have to particularly worry about, but it's always something to look out for. This boss is a very mechanic-heavy fight. Probably more so than normal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like on a TV. I'm like on a screen. I'm on a thing. Look behind you, Mel.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Michael just traveled through time.
Oh, God. You're 3 seconds in the past.
Frog is the fucking hardest word in the world to type right now. Holy shit.
Kurgs.
I just went to type it like 5 times, and nope. Shut up, boss. Can't even show up on time.
Bacon.
And I was talking to Cummington, so of course I was typing that.
Yep, that's what I do.
It's our language.
I've been fucking people up. 19.
Send text back and forth with completely fucked up.
I have the
phrases and
Shadowgate
words in them,
soundtrack
and
going.
Either one of us is gonna understand what the other one meant.
We
It's
know where they
happened.
were going.
It's like that G.I. Joe PSA with the pork chop sandwiches.
What pork chop sandwich?
Yeah, it's happened.
You know
We
cooking.
We must kill her before she can spawn the blood. So this boss is very much obsessed with blood because he is a blood troll. And for some reason, they're just like, they love to play with it.
Yep.
You know, there was that weird kid who would like peel his scabs off.
Like eat them.
Yeah, and then eat them. That was that kid. That's what Zul is.
There was a kid in my school that used to pop his zits and eat them, and it used to fucking sicken him.
Ugh. He's like, let me
licked the
suck the
pus
puss
off
out.
his fingers and
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that I've had those kids where they pop the zit and then they take the pus in their hands and flick it at people.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It was some. I think it was like a Japanese exchange student.
Fuck.
We had at the school. He really was somebody who loved to like do weird shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a serial killer, honestly.
There was a kid in my gym class in high school that used to like smell the other guys, the butts of like the fucking gym shorts and stuff.
Is that gold light something I should be standing in, Mel?
That doesn't matter. That's something Intish is doing. That's
Oh.
anything
I
in
got
that
circle.
that's unfriendly gets silenced.
And stop the killer.
Wait, she fucking ran for me. Ow.
Oh god, the pain.
Well, it's because the blood hexer was pushed right in front of that crusher, and then he did his cleave. And so I was like trying to fight the hexer and ended up getting hit. Oh, cool. One of those pools that you have to stand in, Mel, is like right in front of the boss. Now we must kill the hexer, or the the crusher. They call him a crusher. But he has like 2 giant knives on his hands. So here's another one. She is mad.
I got stuff.
3, 2, 1. Pow. Heal myself. Pow. Getting back into the fight. Ow! Everything wants to hurt me. Woo!
Wow.
Thank you, Mal.
I hit it as well, but it's too late.
She spawned a blood, I think.
I did her.
Nope. That was
Blood.
forecast.
Yep.
I think I got the second one on that.
I didn't get Zool on that.
You didn't get Zool out of
Got him.
everything.
Really?
I'm a fucking G, bruh.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, the crusher was too close and it
Oh,
hit
this
all the
crusher
ads
needs
of
to
the
die quick.
thing, but it didn't hit
Then we're
Zula,
about to
which
get another
is
crusher
perfectly
in
fine.
about
Like, I don't care.
10 seconds.
There's a lot of shit exploding
I
here.
got stuff.
I'm gonna CC circle.
Which one am I?
There she is. You gonna stun her, Mal?
I can't.
That's unfortunate.
I can if she starts casting.
Yeah, I would do it.
Targeted by everything. That was great.
Filling him up.
Yep.
Now she is dead.
I can't get him. Somebody's got a res. Son.
I had to run over there.
There she is.
What?
I used mine.
I got that one.
Nicely done, man. Like clockwork.
Watch out, guys. I gotta move. If she's gonna cast before, please. You gotta work with me here.
It's a shame your journey should end here. You have found a hidden depth.
Grip the second one.
We can, but that's when they. If we don't
Their
do
shit.
it beats the shit out of somebody.
Somebody CC the circle.
I'm dead.
I can't get to her because I have to stand in this fucking circle. I'm in fucking timeout. They put me in timeout. Oh god. Help, Mal! Help! Oh my god! I'm alright.
Yeah. I'm like really trying hard to like.
Mal's a healer and I'm over here yelling at him. Probably should not be doing that.
Yeah, pause was near you, so. Yes.
I'm like yelling. Help, and he's like, oh god.
I drink real quick.
Ah, that fucking blood.
This is so rough.
How much health does he have? He's at 60%? Something like that.
Oh.
Damn.
Ouch.
I just killed Bubble because I'm trying to run around.
Nah, it's alright.
Fuck.
We're breaking fucking paralysis
Well,
every time.
I can't hear who's calling out what, so I'm just CCing exactly what, like the furthest from wherever I see sun at. Because whatever sun calls
you
is
won't
what
get
I'm
me.
going to
I'm out of here.
CC.
Bye. Oh god.
The opposite. I mean.
And
So
I
like if you call
died.
square and say it's coming, the other one's up on circle. I'm going for circle.
See you later. You just about to see me jump off. It's like I look over there and it's like an instant replay. It's great.
I think I'm actually going to turn sun up because I could barely hear him. Might be part of the problem.
What were you? What was that connected to? Is that like the Twitch app on the TV? Oh, you were the YouTube viewer. I'm sitting here like, who could be watching us on YouTube of all places? Is it because I'm talking a lot now?
I don't know. That might be part of it, but it also sun is just very low and I can't really hear what he's saying.
Yeah, the only reason why the grip is on the second ad is because if not, it doesn't get. We can't get to it the tournament in time, and it's melee guys in the face.
Well, I know that. I was just saying.
I don't think that's what it is, though. Honestly, I just think he's
Grip
just too
was
low.
actually resetting her freaking blood.
He's been, I think I have him turned all the way up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah,
Because that was 4 back to back to back.
It was ridiculous, and I know I used a fixate. Fucking y'all used your shit, and it still didn't matter.
We're making progress, I think.
So I was trying to figure out during that one.
I know that the only
Kevin.
stream tonight and last
Hey,
night for me
damage is
that I was
back.
gripping it right after sun, and we were stunning it when it was in, and then it wasn't casting it.
So we made
I don't know if
10%
that's after or not.
progression.
So what I've been doing since we've ever killed it, like on normal and stuff, is sun would grip and then I would grip. And I know that last night when we would grip the second ad in, then it would get stunned, and then it would get killed in that order.
See, I don't know what's
if that's
happening.
what,
I'm just like,
yeah, I mean,
that sounds good. That's great. I mean, that's basically me. Because I feel like I have, as far as mechanics go, I don't really have, other than just like stunning. I don't have a whole lot. I just, I shoot at things. I use my storm. What do you call it? Divine Storm. It's where I send hammers flying around me. So now we must summon Kevin.
Yeah, how many did it take? It took like 4 of us on just that one.
yeah, that second ad right there was just insane.
So on Wowhead, there's a spot. If you go look up whatever spell it is, you can actually get weak auras to show what anything is casting and import it. So I've just got a Congeal Blood one now. I'm kind of modifying.
Let's take a look at this boss. There's the bad guy in the middle. Actually,
I'm making a weak aura.
Making a weak aura for what?
For Congeal Blood. Because I feel like there's still not enough people trying to stop it. Like something is up here.
Let's see. I have a Cursed spyglass. Let's see what this dude looks like up close. There he is. He looks so evil. I think that thing on top of his head cannot be a light thing.
See if that works.
Oh, the Nizami blood hexer. It looks like she just became a human randomly on my screen.
The fuck?
Look at all those dogs. All right. I don't see where's the other guy? Oh, look, there's the other guy, and he's also a woman.
Yes.
An undead pirate, apparently, but not Zool. There is only Zool. And then if we look over here, Bubble 07 is a pirate. Looks like everyone's a pirate. Everyone's a pirate. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a spectral spyglass. That's the guy we're after. We must kill him. There's big-ass tusks coming out of him. There's Mal. He's like, oh shit, he's on a fucking yak. Oh god, it's beginning. I must go in. Now I must destroy her. This blood hexer is the epitome of cafe herg.
Cafe herg.
I saw a dragon fly off in the distance. I don't know what that was all about. He's just sitting there floating around. But in the next phase, he will not be floating around. He'll start walking around like a person.
I've got star.
So I'll just stay over here. Oh, God. Please don't eat me, dogs. I'm only tender. You gotta base me in bleach first. That's how you get all tender. Do you need me to be a little quieter for calling stuff out, Mal?
No, you're good.
Okay. Come here, lady.
One out the other one.
There's another one spawned. Oh, there she is. I'm gonna wait for him to pull her over here. At least I thought it was. Now she's fucking right there. She ain't fucking going nowhere.
I got circle.
Oh. I know what the problem is. I need to watch where these crutchers are aimed.
Crusher should be your DPS right now. As soon as that second hexer dies, you need to get on the crusher.
Oh, there's a thing there. That sun got it.
Triangle, standing in the thing.
Someone release sun.
There she is.
I got star.
Sweet. We're making progress.
Got that one.
Alright, I gotta go over here and help him kill this lady.
Still got one off. Where's everybody at?
I can't believe this. That was 2 stuns we did to that one too.
There's another one out there. So as soon as this one dies, we're gonna go out there and kill the next one. There she is. We don't want her to
I got stuff.
spawn a
Cannot
blood.
break the other one, so I cannot be there.
I have 60.
Do your thing then.
Should be on the hexer right now.
Yes.
Huh?
Whew. We got her right before she killed that blood. I'll throw my shield up.
You might need to listen to pause. He just called like 3 times and you were still in the thing because the turned down.
What did he call?
He was saying that he added the circle.
Oh. That's alright.
Sorry. Damage is getting intense. I was bursting. I got it.
I got circle.
Can't be a for the other one yet.
I have 60.
I'm dead.
Hey son, just watch out. I'm trying to help.
I got that one.
Want me to take the BRS?
There's just not enough DPS.
There is. This phase is just going way too fucking long.
Yeah, he's almost at like 100.
And there's no way, like, we're out here, the suns are going out, and it's the Ickers are just here. There's nothing to do. It's just not there, but like, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. It's just not.
It's fact. It's not. This phase should not be going as long as.
Yeah, we should be transitioning him at around like 60, 50%.
Zool is all the way up to 82%. Even if we did make it to the second phase, he's gonna push our fucking shit in.
Yeah, we're all strapped on mana right now anyway.
So, it's just, it's not in the cards right now.
There we go.
We're missing 3 of our DPS, which is kind of rough. Well,
I'm here and I'm ready now.
Well, then we'd be missing 2 DPS.
I still don't think we have the damage.
No.
I really don't.
Yeah. I feel like it's a waste of time.
Because like I'm trying to help with the stuns, but I also still have to heal.
Yeah, no,
I'm
and
3 releases
I'm
out
over
of
there.
date,
If
huh?
you notice, I kept the crusher out, just
Yeah.
trying to be there to try to help.
I thought I just
in case
updated
that
it.
happened. And you guys got the stuns, and it doesn't matter. We're just not killing it in time with the stun.
I almost missed the paralyze before she spawned a blood on that one. I actually got to it as she was congealing. So I stopped it with paralyze.
So, in all reality, I think it just doesn't make sense.
You know what I was, because Kevin was talking about it last night, but I think what we should do is we need to get a hold of a melee demon hunter, like somebody that's not in our current roster, and see if we can get a recruit for it. Because they
That'd be nice. Our damage still sucks.
Yeah, but they add 5% to all the casters, which would be pretty nice. But yeah, there is still that discrepancy to the whole thing.
We just that first phase is going way longer than it needs to, and that's killing it.
I don't know what else I could do.
It's not you.
Yeah, like average kill times for this is like 5 to 7 minutes. We're at 54%, and it's 5 minutes. 6 minutes basically.
Yeah.
So it's going way too.
So, that being said, what do we want to do? Instead of, like, we know the problem, so...
We definitely need some more damage then.
If you really want to know what it is, it's look at the damage meters right now and look who's under the tanks.
Just do
Mm.
so we can maybe try to get less Nazarite piece.
I see.
Well, I need one too, Wes, so.
I can still use stuff out of normal. Azure mostly.
Let's see.
Same with me.
Wouldn't mind chest and shoulders.
and knees and toes.
I knew someone was gonna fucking say it. Somebody had to say some bullshit like that. Thanks for ruining it.
What?
No. He's like, I need some head and shoulders, and someone said knees and toes. I'm like, I fucking know someone's gonna
That
say
started because of me, because I keep saying dumb shit like that.
You motherfucker.
But I'm gonna say this. If you feel like or know that you are underperforming, you need to take the second half of this week, seek out people who can help you, because this is, we cannot carry. Like, we gotta see improvement. I know people know who they are. I know that everybody's trying, but we need to clean stuff up.
By you, I mean anybody in the raid. If you want assistance with your rotation or anything that has to do with dealing damage, let me know. I can tell you how to play any class. I can research it and help you figure it out. Because I've played almost everything.
And I think there are. So what are we gonna do now?
Probably normal.
We're probably gonna run through normal.
There's still people that are missing Azerite pieces, which is a problem.
I think that might bust up our damage a bit if we did normal.
And here's another thing too. If you're just trying to get gear based solely on eye level, that might be something you want to avoid. Take a look at the secondaries.
Oh, and if anyone here doesn't know how to sim, also let me know. I can help you with that. And I'll show you what gear to take.
Oh, I know how to sin. I know how to sin very well.
Just tell you.
They tell me I'm the best sinner in town.
This is your best friend.
Sips the add-on with it.
Yes.
I have him on 200%. He still sounds like he's just in a library.
Damage.
You can sim your damage, but
Yeah.
sometimes damage doesn't correlate to mitigation.
Oh, I know, because there's a ring in my bags right now that would tell me that it's like a fucking 340% upgrade.
And I
But
think
it's shit.
I think the healers have it under where we're supposed to. I mean,
It actually would be sick if there was a tank that like mitigated damage by just dealing a shit ton of damage.
Hi.
It's called,
Hi.
Well,
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
Hello.
It's called a.
My offense correlates directly into my defense.
Boom.
That's why I can't just stand there. If I just stand there, I'm dead. Guaranteed.
And I'm not as much as Lel, but if I can't strike you, I can't death strike you. And that means I don't live.
We are not just meat shields.
We're not living.
We are not just meat shields. We do a good job of that part, but we have more.
well, during our mother progression, like Paz and I were like doing weird ass builds and like pre-potting and shit to like just try to at least match the tanks in damage. So you got healers doing it.
I'm outside. I need like 2 seconds. Well, more than 2 seconds. That's a lot. But give me a second.
So we're gonna go ahead and attempt to defeat Mother and Fatigue. Actually, we're going back into the dungeon this time at normal. We never did a normal run this week, and because our damage is so low, we cannot continue fighting this next boss. And it's not just you know, everyone entirely. It's like a couple people just need to like get some upgrades, and getting upgrades is not an easy thing because you're dealing with a random system of items that may or may just not drop. So like if you look here on this list of bosses here, which is what I have for my current thing was Retribution. First boss drops 3 items.
As your sole method of getting gear,
you're doing it wrong.
You are a disservice to the group. And I don't mean that towards anyone directly. I don't mean that as a shot. But if you are looking at raid as your only way to gear, you are failing. that is not a viable option anymore.
Anyway, so these bosses, and you can do this in any of the dungeons. They drop
And it doesn't. I mean,
items based on your
5+
current like.
of course, everybody knows that they're also a hell of a lot harder. I mean,
Actually,
it's
yeah.
not like Legion. I've said it before.
I'm just gonna turn that down. So basically, each one of these bosses drop an item. You get a chance out of one of these 3, or they just give you gold. And sometimes you could do a good chunk of this dungeon and get nothing. And you can only do a dungeon. You can only do one of these raids once a week, based on difficulty. So you can only do 1 normal a week, or 1 heroic or 1 mythic. You can do all 3 of those. You can go back and just do all of the lower the difficulty and go and do it and get the normal items, but the items change based on the difficulty. So right now, this first one gives me 3 items, and I have a chance of getting one of these 3. Now, I actually already have pretty high stuff already. Like I already have like a heroic version of this, and my actual pants are already better. So the first boss, if I get anything, isn't going to help me out that much. However, second boss drops a helmet, and it would be better than the one that I'm currently wearing because it has some pretty nice secondaries, like reorigination array. That's a fucking mouthful. And a bunch of other stuff which would be nice to have. I think they're going into the thing now. Let's turn that down. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to refight these guys. So the second boss has an item that I could use. But it's not like a huge deal. She could drop a belt, which would be nice. Be an upgrade. But I already have this ring.
The good thing about that too, the good thing about doing arena is that you get 2 caches. And I don't know, for like the last 3 weeks I've been getting 355 chests, Azurite chests out of it, and some of those pieces are actually really decent. For, I know a lot of the melee, the best in slot trinket is actually a PvP trinket, the Dread Aspirant's badge. And that came out of my cache about 3 times now. It's definitely worth it.
If you really haven't done Mythic Pluses, start off 2s and 3s, start working on your Raider IO score, because they are looking hard at that right now.
I think the
Especially
hardest...
if you ever want to go for anything above a 5.
I was going to say, the hardest thing about doing a Mythic Plus, however, is getting a group together that can actually do a Mythic Plus. We have a pretty good group, but I think... So we have 15 people, 16 people.
It's more about composition on that than it is the actual like item levels and things. Like, you don't want to, like, for certain ones you don't want to take too much melee, for others you don't want to take too much range.
Exactly.
Finding that balance on a pug is nearly impossible.
And getting it done is even harder. So, like, I hear what he's saying about wanting to do, telling us to do more Mythic Pluses. I don't think it's viable for every person.
Well, a lot of that is knowing what to look for when you're queuing up to a group is what he's kind of, thinking.
Well, the only way I'm going to get into it is unless someone invites me. Because I'm not going to pug those.
Yeah, well, for a rep pally, you're going to probably be with me anyway if I go into one.
Right.
But for rep pally, we need to be looking for 2 ranged to go with you because you're a hard melee, so you don't need to have like another melee assist you. Like,
yeah.
Unless it's an enhancement shaman, in which case they would probably pick like a warlock or something crazy.
So, as I said, I don't mind doing mythics. It's just that I haven't. Last week, I don't think I got invited to any, and I was also very busy.
I did mine like last minute, and it was awful.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss anything?
No, I remember you were talking about it. It was not a fun time.
No. And that, again, that's another reason why I'm thinking of going to priest.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I feel like monks are a very good raid healer. They're not necessarily good in every situation though. Like, they're not good in 5-mans. They're not amazing in 5-mans, especially if you have multiple melee. They're good for healing range because range can get the fuck out of stuff and still do damage. There's a lot of mechanics like blade storms and things like that that just aren't friendly. Oh, that's right. There's no lasers on normal.
No. So normally when we do this on heroic, there's like lasers that are coming underneath the elevator, and we have to dodge those. And they are annoying and a pain in the butt because they can kill you instantly if you walk into it.
I was looking for lasers.
As you should. Pew, 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 pew.
But so what is the suggestion that I make then in order for me to get a Mythic Plus done in a week?
Wait, what?
So what is the suggestion for me to be able to get a Mythic Plus done in a week?
Now.
Basically, I mean...
Because it's hard for me to get into one in the first place. Because it has to be the right composition.
Well, a lot of that is like if you just... I mean, for me, when I pug them, which I absolutely hate doing because it's pugging, and pugging, like, basically puts you into, like, the fucking idiot Olympics. Like, it's not something that's like, you just join and you're going to have a good time. You're going to join and you're going to hate every fucking second of it.
Yeah.
Because I know I do. But you're going to want to look for at least their DPS to have 2 ranged.
Are you pugging right now this week or last week?
Last week we didn't pug. I went with Come and Go and I don't know. Come and Go and Tyler, and there was somebody else in there. I want to say it was Arcanus? No, it wasn't Arcanus. Because I don't think you were in that one. There was one that was really bad though, like it was abnormally bad. And it just kind of discouraged me for monks being in a 5-man. Which is why I've still come up with that priest idea. I'm like, I know if I was a priest, priests are a good mix of everything that they heal. Like they're a good hot healer, they're a good burst healer, and they're a good AoE like raid target healer. They're just overall they're super strong. They're considered the hardest, strongest healer at the moment. So that would be where I would come in with that.
I was gonna say, like, I'll ask around. There's no promises that I'm gonna get into a mythic like it was last week. Because when I was asking, nobody was really doing it. But also I was really busy, so the times that everyone was on was kind of like off for me.
Yeah, and that's been part of it for me, is because now that I'm 3 hours ahead, I'm finding it harder to get into those runs. Whereas in Phoenix, you know, I'm an hour ahead of the server, like, or an hour behind the server. So when they're all getting on for the night, I'm just getting on for my afternoon or like my midday.
No, but I know that strat, and that makes sense to me.
But also, I know that like a lot of people don't want to invite me because they're trying to gear stat or gear pad basically.
Yeah, they're trying to do 3 of one, like 3 clothies or 3 leathers, which that was more or less when the West was gearing up his thing there. Like they were trying to do that more. So that's not really the case anymore. That hasn't been a case for maybe a couple weeks now.
Okay. As I said, I'll ask around, but I'm not hopeful. As I said, it never really has panned out in my asking. So that's why I'm glad. I'm glad to have friends, you know, that that play this game.
For like to really do it on this, like on the Eastern time zone with this guild, it would have to be like around 6 p.m. This time, because that's when everybody's doing it. Because I know at 5 p.m. my time, or 3 p.m. my time at home is when they were all doing their shit. Because most of the guild is on Central time. So they're an hour behind us.
Well, you see their Azurite mines? Or what they said about that? Well,
So like I said, I'm glad I have friends that can do it.
I mean, it's still really big. But BFA season
Where
2,
is Talok?
here, is
He
gonna
is
have
dead.
another ring on it that has
No, I mean for
your spec.
frickin'
He is.
Kevin.
We have defeated that boss.
Have that have more traits, but the spec specific ones are supposed to be stronger than the discount ones. Or something.
That sounds muddled as
Oh
fuck.
damn it! Ignore that one, Kevin. For some reason, the fucking SCADA screwed up on me. There we go. What the fuck? There it is.
Where did Hammer go?
Yeah,
So now we're gonna take on Mother, and this one's an interesting one where Basically, we fight her, and then she'll be activating these traps through the whole fight. Well, we don't have to kill her. We have to get her within 10% of her health.
No, I'm good.
And then she'll basically be like, "Oh, you're my friend now." And so that's what we're gonna do.
No, we sucked on damage.
Well, we sucked on damage because we didn't hit this health stone well too many times.
Nope.
Yeah, because we didn't do the ritual.
Nope. I'm not using excuses there. We sucked on damage. The damage, we gotta get the damage better.
It is true.
We need to clean the fight up, yes, but we need to get the damage up, because the damage up cuts the fight down, which cleans it up.
We also need to do the ritual.
No, I don't care about that.
What?
Fuck the ritual. It doesn't matter.
How dare you?
It's as relevant as you playing a Blood Death Knight.
Why are you saying it that way?
Cool whip.
I would never, Lel.
I know, that's what I mean.
You had to relog.
Fucker.
You're not wrong.
So let's see if we can kill this one. So normal, as you can see, is so much easier.
Yeah. Normal, like, I don't even have to heal as a healer. I can just DPS and it's going to work out.
Yeah, it's so much. It feels like a relaxing evening when you're doing normal.
You know how pissed I was and knocked my computer, my laptop off the desk and it broke. And I had to go buy a new one today.
Oh, I need to check my bag.
Yeah, a lot better than I had.
A laptop or a desktop?
Betting on that.
Just laptop.
Hey Mal, do
today.
you have a flask?
Parts.
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind, I got one.
This?
How?
Mint is just cold, spicy.
Alright, I'm good.
Huh.
Are you high again?
He's not wrong, though.
But think about it.
Yeah, mint is cold spicy.
Right.
Dude, I could eat a whole bag of mints, like right now.
York peppermint patties.
He has
like,
eaten a
I
whole
would
bag of mints.
legitimately eat
It
them
was
all
not a
if
fun
you're
time
eating
for him.
right now.
Just like throw them up everywhere.
What about if I
He
just
did.
Yes.
It's exactly what happened.
Are you not going DPS? You want to just say thank you with me? I'm so happy. You know what? You tank them.
Okay. Then you
I'm
gotta
gonna
go group one.
I'll go in group.
So after a while, she is going to basically chase us out of this room with enough power built up. The room will clear us out by
God.
exploding.
I don't want any responsibilities.
He just wants to sit in front of a boss and just mash dish strike it over and over again. Tell me I'm wrong, Go.
That's any fight though.
Exactly.
Rolls up.
You right? Wait, is group one supposed to go yet?
You're right.
Wow.
What did I do?
So she'll spawn those on the ground, move out of it.
Oh yeah, I see it now. I'm looking for
Alright, so this wind is going to try to blow us into the fire.
Doing something, because I've taunted her and she's not coming back. Something's going on. Just one go.
We're going. Let's go, group one.
Boss.
Just confused AF.
Legit. I taunted her like 4 times and she was just like,
There's only 2 of us over here.
oh, that's right, 'cause we don't have Arcane Iron. Poor him. Shit. Or playing on that. Group 2. Go.
I'm group 2.
We need help.
Maybe.
It's just me and 4 fucking draws. We're just like, alright.
Yeah. Forgot about it.
One of the Bloods left the room.
Oh, I like
Just like this fucking, it must be a thing. I don't know.
Group 3, go.
Group 3,
So-
let's go, group 3.
There's room, chamber 1, which is where they're at. We'll eventually, after it reaches 100% power, we'll just incinerate everything inside of it. So you have to go through these different chambers every phase. We don't have to go through. We never make it to chamber 3 in our set up. We usually kill her in this chamber here. Right now, she is pretty close to death, so we are.
Gotta get that. Boom, boom.
Oh, we gotta kill this blood first.
See, when Kamigo changed his mind at the start of this fight, I had already switched
No.
my gear to like a totally offensive set. So.
And then you don't want to. I mean, obviously, you don't want to stand in anything in this game, but those lasers are also very bad. I usually. That happened yesterday when I was playing. I actually ran right into that laser. Or it ran into me. I just didn't even see it coming.
You can be my hero, baby.
Stop doing drugs before start.
You can suck away the pain. I will stand by.
It's like a snake bite. You just suck the pain away.
And now she is dead.
Just suck it out.
That easy, guys. This is why we're trying to make heroic progress, because normal, we've cleared this entire place, no problem.
I can do 8k DPS as a healer. For some reason.
Look at all them
Alright.
rings.
Let's see. I'm gonna double check something before I go, because I think we're going to
yeah, I hit
Fetid, right?
I hit revival and then my crane and I just called it good.
I feel like that ring is like a 75% drop chance.
Oh wait, I guess I should do
It
that.
must be.
Mal, we're going to
Get it
Fetid,
every
right?
week, like 43
What's that?
times.
We're going to Fetid?
Like 3 people get like
Maybe.
the same
We're
ring.
going right where that
Jesus,
is.
Wes.
I don't even know the order, to be honest. I just know which way I go because I follow the tanks.
Now I'm about to have the dead sweats.
Fetid, yep, that's the first one. Okay.
Yeah, the guy who doesn't soothe in the dungeons got you.
Because you can do these in like any order, so.
Right. Vectus.
Ever.
Wow, and the hunter does more soothing than the druid.
Have you ever kicked a dead horse?
Did not receive anything
We're about to
for that second
all
roll.
night long. Kicking it.
Oh, I died
Old school style.
randomly.
It's because those guys are spinning on the
Fuck
stairs.
me, I'm dead.
Their blades clip like really weird up there.
It's like for the people who are like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then they fucking die.
We're gonna take a dump and then they fucking drop dead.
Dan, can I call you Frank?
But I'm also gonna say you didn't.
Also say
No.
That would be like.
You never go full stickers.
That would be like looking at who pre-potted and who didn't pre-pot 2 weeks ago.
Who didn't pre-pot 2 weeks ago?
You're right. You're right.
I don't know.
Wait, what's a pre-pot?
Oh, hammered. Heh, or somebody, I
That's
don't know.
what you do before you eat.
He already
the
said, he already called him out.
Oh, that makes so much sense now.
Well, pretty good. Out.
Thank you.
See, Kamigo can be funny without fucking up his words.
Me so funny. Me love you, long horse.
Yep.
See, I don't know what's happening.
Long horse.
Some people just say things on this.
Yep.
Me so funny, we
And
love
then
you,
he
long
went back
horse.
to Kamigo.
What the hell does that even mean?
See, you can't come out of being a come and go for too long, or people start to notice.
Yeah, they're like,
gotta
why are you
stay-
so fucking normal now?
You gotta stay in that weird, fucked up zone 99.8% of the time.
You just gotta talk
It's
like
like,
a...
oh shit, they're gonna notice I'm a normal person. Quick,
Yep.
but
I love lamb cows.
If you
And you're
stop
like,
talking
"What?"
like a stroke victim, they're gonna notice.
Yep. They
It's
immediately
been an act
sense
this
it.
entire time.
Yeah.
Lamp cows.
Yep.
cows that like hang up their limbs.
You know, I did walk into this old lady's house once when I worked for Jamie for when her got drunk.
Because I wasn't
And
there at all.
You kissed it.
she had a cow room where everything was cow pattern. And she had like cow pictures up on the wall, lampshades were cow
She had a
pattern.
picture of Intish on her nightstand.
Wow.
Like his tune.
Just his tune. Not him, just his
For some reason had like a bovine Bardiche like stashed in the closet.
It's like a movie theater as we're walking in here.
I got a cold phone.
It's like an AMC.
Real talk, did she have a cow costume?
I have no idea, I didn't see one, but she probably did in
There's
her
also
closet.
there's also a portal that leads to the cow level somewhere. Like why? Like no.
It's like a dead child's wooden leg stuck in the closet. It's a portal coming out of it.
Just makes sense. Yeah, everything was cow pattern. It freaked me out pretty good.
There's a clown hotel in Nevada I passed by once.
Fuck clowns.
Like, all the rooms are decked out with, like, antique clown figures and shit, and it's really weird. I didn't go into it, I seen it from the outside.
Freaked me out.
Yeah, that's one of those things where like that place can burn down. I don't care.
It's in the middle of the desert, which makes it even more fucked up because everything around it's, like, pitch black.
Afraid of clown.
I'm not afraid of clowns. I just don't like them.
That's how horror
Like-
movies start.
Like I'm not scared of it. Like I can go talk to a clown. Like I'm good around them.
My
It's
best
just
friend's a clown.
I prefer not to be.
Well, the hotel itself looks kind of like the Bates Motel from the original Psycho.
You know what I am afraid of? Not having tag alongs in my life ever again.
That's actually very nightmarish to think about coming out.
Yeah,
I
like
respect
they're
that.
gone forever. Like it's
I
not that I
respect
can't
that.
get them. It's just like they're just gone.
I respect it.
I'm gonna stay up all night and level my priest. I'm tired of it.
Just love it.
Yeah.
Don't level it. Just love it.
Well, I can't do
Oh,
that
just got it.
because I hate playing holy.
Yep. Wait for it.
The boss is coming. Oh god, run away.
He's a human, and he's coming.
That thing is very angry. So the boss will disappear if you try to take him out of his room. It's to keep people from sort of like dragging him
I
through the
got blood
dungeon.
pumping. I'm animated. Yeah, and then he's like, well, there's the one too where he's like, get this evil Hillary shirt off me, and he tears the shirt off and runs out to the parking lot. His whole crew's like, what the fuck just happened?
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Alex Jones.
Yeah, he's a total fucking nutcase.
Alright.
Or
I don't know, man. I think
I'm the
Sandy Hook
weirdo.
was just full of stage actors.
Well,
wow.
You know, you can always count on Decker to just make that hard right political turn when you least expect it.
No, that was.
Didn't happen.
oh, there's nothing political about Alex Jones. He's just a fucking nut job.
What do you think? Just like
He just said things. It sounds like it.
any ads.
He's just a persona.
Yeah, he's like he is.
Definitely.
He's a guy.
There's no two ways about it. He's an idiot,
Yeah,
but he's definitely good.
not very good though.
I have
So
a
we're gonna
pen.
fight
I like
this
him
thing.
because he's funny. Like he makes me laugh.
I have a pineapple.
But do you have a pineapple pin?
Pineapple pen.
Oh, I remember
I'm
when
gonna
that
have
was a
to-
thing for a
I'm gonna have
while.
to show you these other videos. They're all the same tone, but he says other things that sound the same. Like he says, I have a beetle, then he has a bottle, then he has a bean, what is it, a boon beetle in a bottle.
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It inspired me.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
You know, that's a good question.
Yep.
Even if he did, what's wrong with that? You know?
I may have. I may just don't remember it.
Are we gonna take on a ad? No? We're not gonna take on the Bloods?
Can you be gay if you have no
I don't know.
gender?
It's normal.
Huh.
We probably can answer that.
No? I was gonna say, I thought we were gonna take on the fucking Bloods.
Well,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you were
they're doing it.
attracted to someone else without a gender, then I
No,
guess,
they're still doing it.
That's the same sex.
Right?
I'm
That's
so
what I'm
used to
getting
having
at.
melee.
If you have no sex, then you have no gay.
You have no gay. Yes.
I guess it depends on your definition.
Yep.
What is gay?
What is gay? Thank you.
How is gay?
How is R is.
This is a very philosophical guild, as you can hear.
Yeah, they're very intelligent people. They just say really dumb shit.
No. No, I don't believe it.
I was like,
No, Now, if you hear him talk, not say weird
Oh,
shit
look,
like that.
I got the same goddamn hands that I've gotten.
That's a good pair of hands, I see.
I got a Fatigued Horrors Tangle
I
cloak.
literally have the 355
What's special about this
in
cloak?
my bags already.
Well,
Still to be disinchanged.
what's special about this cloak is that it is created.
The flame staff.
It's created using the pus from cysts from all the cyst videos that you've ever watched.
Same.
I know that sounds stupid, and it probably doesn't make sense, but trust me, I know a couple Blizzard devs, and they're like, "Yep, that's what it's made out of." It's in a tooltip. Look it up. Seriously.
Should I mail you some of my socks?
Some skin mayonnaise.
And I would like to have sex with the tag-along, if that's also possible.
I'll send you a sock full of tag-alongs.
Yes, you should.
Just get like a mannequin and like glue fucking tag-alongs all over it. Just have sex with it.
Yep. I'd do it.
That's
and then
normal.
I'd rub it all over my body when I was finished with it.
Hey man.
Yes.
I'm not gonna kink shame you, but you know, kink shaming is my kink.
Is that a kink inception?
Fucking Sun System, the crazy shit.
Yeah, this is completely unacceptable. I mean, this is a Christian stream. 100%.
I'm sorry.
You know what's funny?
I'm sorry, it's a Christian stream.
It's a Christian stream. How can you let him talk like this? You're the guild leader. Kick him now.
Yep.
G, kick him.
Get this evil Hillary shirt off me.
Get this evil Hillary shirt off me.
I even knew the exact time it was going to show up, and it's still scared.
I'm glad I muted my phone because that wasn't like a job interview.
Oh damn.
I was in a job interview back in like 2011, and my notification
Oh,
sound
God.
on my phone was Mike yelling "fuck," and somebody kept texting me, and it was like "fuck, fuck, fuck," and it just kept going off. And the guy interviewing me, he's like, do you need to go for a minute?" And I'm like, "No, I'm good."
The damage.
Did you get the job?
I did get the job, actually.
See, that's why you got the job. Is because Mike was yelling "fuck" over and over again.
Yep.
That guy knew he could trust you.
Now I think my notification is the selection sound from the original Earthbound.
Nice.
The one that's like, "Okay, Death Sky" or whatever. Just the sound of it, he sounds like he's like fucking done with his life.
Me and my wife were sitting in the doctor's office when it went off. And there was like 30 people in the room.
Oh god.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
everybody's cell phones just started blowing up.
Oh god.
Well, what is he talking
Are
about?
you talking about that message from the president or whatever?
Yeah, the president's will.
You know what's weird is I got it, but I was sleeping, and I must have like reached over and got rid of it. Like, it could have been a message about the zombie apocalypse, and I would have just turned it off, and been like, "Nah, fuck it, deal with it later."
North
Zombie
Korea is
apocalypse
nuking
never
us.
happens.
Good.
I'm going to find my way to you, Ig, and we're going to fucking forge Frostmourne.
Oh yes,
Go on a fucking zombie killing spree.
I could actually forge Frostmourne. All I need is styrofoam.
And some shit.
Oh yeah.
And I mean literally shit.
But,
Literally.
like, that's my dream scenario. I would love a zombie apocalypse to break out because I know exactly where I'm going to go to survive and what I'm going to do. I've researched this more than I've researched anything in my life.
Here's the thing though. If we get the Left 4 Dead type of zombies, we're fucked.
No, we're not. Fuck that. I'm like twice their size. I'll just snap their necks and like fucking stomp their skulls into the curb.
At least Australia will be safe. Unless the zombie apocalypse happens here, and then we're fucked.
Unless it happens to fucking huntsman spiders, and then there's gonna be like fucking sprinting spiders.
I hope it does help in Australia because then it would be fucking self-contained already.
You're gonna be like, "That's an Aboriginal zombie," and it's still just a zombie. It's just.
You know what's fucked up though is, honest to God, the Aboriginals probably
Oh god,
survived.
why did I
They're
say
like
that?
cockroaches, according
I've
to
opened Pandora's
Wow.
box.
Wow.
They just stay
Wow.
around.
I'm just gonna
It was
now. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just like muted that right there completely. Holy shit. Are they still talking about it?
I didn't think they were gonna like touch base on it, because what I said wasn't even like fucked up.
Oh my god. Yeah, you opened the Pandora's box on that one. It's all good.
I can derail this.
I have it muted, so I don't know.
Like when I was streaming, we were saying this stuff because it's not like against the but
It's fucking stupid.
a boomer filled with gimpy leaves. Yeah, they're good now.
Okay.
Left 4 Dead infected, where it's basically just a big fat guy that explodes and spreads bile. And
Yeah,
attacks zombies.
he's filled with like the virus, so he explodes.
Do you know what Gimpy is?
Please say yes.
I know that pause sounds exactly.
I can't hear pause, so he's.
I guess he doesn't.
Yeah. He's not saying anything really anyway. No, so Gimpy, it's like this plant that people, it's got hairs on the leaves, and the leaves, people have like accidentally brushed into it and then killed themselves in real life over it because it's just like.
What, we're pulling in 6 seconds?
Executed and burned, and it lasts for about 10 plus years.
Yeah, some people at minimum
And
have
there's
had like
no-
6 months of
There's
pain.
no cure. The only thing the only thing you can do is like, if it just happened, you can put diluted hydrochloric acid and wax strips on your skin.
Yeah, because the hairs, they have barbs on them. And they wiggle as you move, like, you know how your skin twitches and things like that,
Oh,
just
blah,
normally as a
fuck.
human?
I was tunneling the boss wasn't looking. I'm
Well,
sorry.
they'll dig themselves down into your skin and get into your nervous system.
Didn't mean to. I fucked up. Hit the wrong L button now.
I was looking at the ad out there beating on them, and I was like,
That's why I thought I had the ad, and I attempted to taunt, and I realized I taunted those guys in taunt.
So this boss is another mechanic heavy kind of fight in heroic, but here it just feels so like a walk in the park at this point. So basically he'll spawn like a little guy and I slaughter it.
Yeah, normally what he does is he'll do this, well, you can see it right now, the timer is the Omega Vector, and that bounces between other people, and when that bounces, it puts a dot on somebody, like a stack.
Damage over time.
Yeah, damage over time. And the more it bounces, the higher that gets, and also it increases the amount of damage, well, it increases the amount of nature damage that gets taken, because this boss deals nothing but nature damage.
Wow.
Because he's made of blood, so.
So now I just basically, oh, now he's gonna, so he's gonna turn into like a pool of blood, because he can do that.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna go over there and he's gonna shoot little tiny pools out.
And he always moves in a random direction when he goes into that
You just gotta
pool.
stand in it.
So he puts these circles up. These circles, somebody has to stand in them, otherwise they explode, they pop, and
What
then
happens if I stand in this liquefy?
It gives you stats.
it feels actually really good is what happens.
Yeah, I had a little blood bath.
It's like a sauna for your dick.
Like getting covered in gimpy meat, and then someone like just spewing blood all over you.
I told Tyler I want to get some gimpy leaves and introduce it to the Arizona ecosystem because I feel like it would grow really well there.
Dude, you're gonna fucking kill like America, like.
Yeah, I think that would be an act of terrorism if you did that.
Yeah, no, that would be.
Like, I mean, first of all, if you tried to fucking bring that out of this country, they'd be like flipping out.
Yeah.
'Cause they go over you with like a fine-tooth comb.
Apparently the berries to it, they're actually good for you. Like they have a lot of like iron.
Oh,
and,
dude, that's.
But
yeah,
they
that's the
taste
cure
like nothing.
That's the cure for like every disease known to man.
Yeah. They taste like water though.
So he'll spawn
Yeah.
another guy, and then I go over here and I smack him with my sword. If I remember to do that, because I keep fucking forgetting.
Yeah, Gimpy's pretty rough though.
The hazmat suit and flamethrower just fire up.
I need to make a Gimpy simulator.
Oh, there's the ad. I thought I saw
Unreal
it.
Engine.
It's just endless pain.
Yeah. It's just a guy rolling on the floor covered in leaves. He's like, oh god.
Am I tanking this thing? I think I was. I was tanking that amalgam for a second.
Oh, probably.
I was like, what the hell?
In
Why is
normal, the tanks kind of ignore it because it just doesn't do any damage, really. It's just annoying.
3 miles.
Oh, he stunned me, motherfucker.
Yep. That's why my teacher said it. Oh.
That's what my granddaddy used to say. He used to say, if you can't spit on the monkey, then don't close the oven.
The teacher was like, Tyler, you're the best student, the easiest to molest. And I was like, thank you, sir.
Wow. Thank you, thank you, sir.
Yeah. He says it like that. He's like, thank you.
He
I
still
appreciate
failed me
that.
though, so I must have been bad at getting molested.
No, you were good at that. You just sucked at math.
Wow.
Well, Vectus is only at 80%, so we're almost there.
Well, you know what they say: violent gestation, blood contagion.
That's what I say every day.
I looked up his voice actor too, and I can't find out who it is, but he sounds crazy as all hell.
Oh man, I can't wait to sell into this.
Wait, you don't need that? I don't know if it's good for Windwalker, is it?
Trinket.
Oh, fuck that.
Man, I got a sick.
I already have the
I didn't
heroic
even look
version
at
of
it,
that.
to be honest. I just assumed it was all melee.
Does anyone want this to like EE? Alrighty.
And there's Olmec from Legends of the Hidden Temple out there, making a cameo in the game. Olmec. So the most. What's wrong?
My butt fell asleep.
Your butt fell asleep.
I was like sitting that way for like 700 years because I haven't moved since freaking Zool. Oh god.
I haven't moved since fucking Zool.
My ass. My ass.
Don't worry, we can turn expulsum more single cells into expulsuminate one.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds really good when you say it, and then you look at it's
yeah.
One single cell
Sounds about right.
translates to about like 5
I now
angry
remember
feet.
why I had this on the chair in the first place.
See, now that I
Because
can
my
have
back is sweating.
Problem
I'm a
is,
freaking gorilla right now.
it's an enchanting thing.
My back is sweaty.
My back's sweaty.
Enchanters change single cells.
Yeah, sitting on leather when you have like a nice little sweat going, no fun.
So you wish you did.
Or it could be the most fun ever.
It could be the. I like to peel myself off of chairs.
These things are tough on melee because they spread this nasty green stuff on the ground.
Wait, what did I miss?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Mike Morheim stepped down.
Hasn't the other guy already been there though? I don't know who they put in place.
What's that? Who stepped down?
Who
stepped down?
The president of Blizzard.
Oh, really?
Bracken moved up, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
He worked on some of the original shit.
He's the guy that when asked about Classic said you think you want it, but you don't.
Huh. I agree with that. Yeah. No, I totally agree with it because I remember every fucking inch of pain that Vanilla had in it.
I'm not saying I agree with him. I'm saying he's the guy that was his stamp on it. Was you think you want it, but you really don't.
I can kind of agree with it. It's
I hope it means good things.
yeah. Vanilla's one of those things, like I said before, that you remember it.
Tinted glasses.
Yeah, you remember it better than it actually was. Like, it was amazing at the time, but also there was no other MMO like that at the time. So when you go back and you try to remember how hard it is. Yeah. I mean, I took 6 months on my warrior just to get to like 55 or 60. It wasn't like it is now where if you just had some time on your hands for like 2 days, you could cap a character and get it mostly geared. It wasn't like that.
The elite, bro, gonna be so fucking hard. Like, just...
Yeah.
I can't believe this.
Another
Also-
movie theater entrance
yeah,
here.
also back then you had to level your weapon skills by doing just like crazy shit, like doing things that were very unnecessary. There was
Training dummy and you're unarmed.
up until a certain level, and then that cuts off, and you have to go find mobs like your level, and just
Oh, and the quest.
because you remember training
Like,
dummies
find-
weren't even really there until like late vanilla when the BC patch hit.
What about like the spider legs like quest? It's like
Yeah.
find like 5 spider legs and like
You're out
get-
there. You're out there for like 5 days.
Yeah, exactly. There's so many fucking quests like that.
There was the biggest thing I remember was the elite quests from 50 and higher. where like they're like kill this one elite, and it's not like it is ever since late BC plus, where you could just go kill an elite like whenever you wanted. You had to form like 5 to 10 man raids to kill an elite. It wasn't like something you could take on no matter what you were doing. I had 2 ret pallies that used to hang around me, and I was an arms warrior, and the 3 of us would like do that stuff, but it would take us 15 minutes to kill an elite.
Now, would you play WoW Classic if they started progressing through each expansion? You know, like in a couple of years they release like WoW Classic BC.
I would for BC, yes. Because BC is one of those things, like if you can make it that far up to like the 70 bracket, then it was just super fun just playing that. But Wrath of Lich King Plus now, fuck that.
Well,
I'm mind control.
Oh, I'm mind control now.
Get him.
Now, somebody else, I forgot who was saying something about it, but they were talking about mainly on Classic and if they did anything with it. It was like, for all the people that's been playing the game since Vanilla or since BC, would go back, the content would be cleared a lot faster than before.
Players
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
it's not gonna. But it's not gonna be like it was.
There's still a little bit of thing to that though, because like for Naxxramas, for example, if they put us at content with the same abilities, the same classes, the same gear at Naxxramas level, some of that Naxxramas shit was like, it was stupid rough. A lot of players these days.
Rough, but the players
talking about WoW
have
Classic.
knowledge,
Yeah.
Like knowledge of what you need and what to do is already.
That's
Basic.
assuming that a lot of the players though that had actually played at that time.
Anybody that goes back to play it though is gonna. I mean, you can look up videos all over. There's too many resources to make it as difficult as it was.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it'll be bad, but I feel like it's not going to be what everybody, or what the vanilla fanboys, the ones that are like the forum, you know, parade and all that shit. I think they are looking at it in the wrong way, because I don't think it's going to have that same appeal to them in the long run that they think it will.
See, and I've got...
Also, when they played WoW Classic, that was the first thing, like when Alan was saying, that was the first thing like that. Yeah, so it's like now they have something to compare it to, which is like a, what, 7 WoW expansions? Like, it's, I don't know, it's, meh.
The mechanics were simpler back then, and there was less of them,
this
but
guy
also the damage output
Some
of
stuff.
everything was way
And
higher,
there's a
and the
fucking
classes...
40-man rating.
Well, the
Drop some
classes were
stuff.
also more intense to play. Like, it isn't like now where you have things that have 5-button rotations. You have like fucking 12-button rotations and stuff, so...
So you have a lot more stat priorities and certain resist and all that
Yeah.
kind of crap back in the day.
You had to spreadsheet your gear to figure out what you were actually doing half the time.
You think you carry around sets of gear like crazy now? Shit.
I'm just saying, like, it all sounds great when you say it, but when you look at everything in practice, it's not as difficult as everybody makes it out to be. It really isn't. Technology and people and the, you know, the stuff that's out there. You can write a spreadsheet that does the figures for you. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit and crunch all your numbers now.
Yeah, that's
It's
kind
gonna
of
be
true.
good, but I don't think it's gonna be as much. I mean, it's gonna be classic, but I don't think it's gonna be classic in the sense that it's gonna feel the same way.
Yeah, because the outside world is all going to be way different than it was at the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were still like on HTML. Like PHP was a new thing when we were doing all that. PHP was like, oh my god, we can like do tables easier.
That's all Gucci.
God, 2004. It's fucking crazy working about 14 years ago.
Yeah. But like, if nobody knew about all that outside shit and you didn't use any of that, then yeah, it would be pretty difficult.
I mean, I will
That was
give
like
WoW Classic, like, a
pre-smartphone.
legit shot, but like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like go hardcore and do it.
I remember actually,
when-
I still have a phone too that's a flip phone with text from Kevin on it telling me to wake up for raid.
Dude, that's like, because what, smartphones came out, well, it was, I guess the iPhone was probably like the first real popular smartphone.
Well, BlackBerry.
I know there was a couple before that. Well, but I mean used by everyday people. BlackBerry was mainly used just by business users.
Yeah, everyone here had Blackberries. iPhone was kind of like far out of people's reach for a while.
I'm not
Dude.
as good as I was.
Especially when it started, it was just AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
A lot of
What's
people,
wrong with AT&T?
a lot of people did Verizon.
only run one area, you didn't have
Son, use
variety.
the thing.
Use what?
Use the box.
Puzzle box.
Yeah, I want to see how this goes. We should puzzle box this. We're gonna do the achievement.
I'm breathing.
Oh boy, this should be interesting. I mean, we're fucking this thing up. Why not?
Did you puzzle box?
Regular?
I saved you.
Oh, that's cool. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest.
I wasn't either. I was half asleep.
That's how easy normal is. People are just falling asleep.
Yeah, we're just like screwing around half the time.
So I don't get fined.
Did you not activate it?
No.
Why not?
You guys doing regular?
Yeah,
Or heroic?
we're doing regular.
I think I can get in on that.
Yeah, after this one here.
Who's this?
That's Yasek Hero.
Oh, nice, nice.
Oh, I stole it from you.
So when are you supposed to use the puzzle box?
Wait, you.
Yeah, you're supposed to use it when the projection comes up.
Oh. I thought that's what we had a second ago.
I wanted to see how it felt.
Oh.
Like my penis.
Oh god, it's the pulls.
Oh,
Watch out for the
God.
pulls.
Get hit by those.
What the fuck?
So, Sun
Please
used the
get-
puzzle
please
box,
get
and what the
the-
puzzle box does is it adds this mechanic to it.
Don't you have to do
The
the whole
hell's this?
playthrough?
This should be awesome. Let's
yeah,
do
so
this.
it adds a new mechanic, which is
I'm
better.
not as cockful as I once was.
Cockful.
I have 3 stacks.
I'm sure it's a
now.
word.
I know
Is
you
cockful
do.
a word?
Gonna need something to make this interesting. Come on.
Oh wait, I'm fighting the wrong thing.
So the fight hurts a lot more when that thing opens, I've noticed.
I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, there's actually things to do.
Okay. Please.
Okay.
Let him hit on it.
I wanted to taunt it so bad.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big cock now. Oh, good job, guys. Way to fucking go.
Oh god. Shit is so intense now. Whatever we do, we can't let Wes die.
Way back there.
My name is Tyrone, and I'm here to fuck your dick.
Okay.
It's the first person to suck dick. Like, what were they doing?
There you go.
Like, huh? I guess. But like, what was the events that led to that?
I'm gonna guess it had to be somebody in Greece.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, like the ancient Greeks, right? That sounds like something they would have started.
Let's see who it gives it to. Oh, you got it.
We're
Got
doing it.
Tay.
I didn't mean that to be mean, son. It's just, it's actually kind of fun to fuck around a little bit. 'Cause usually it's just.
Yeah.
To the box.
Oh, we almost had to kill you. Dude,
We did it.
keep getting greens off the ball. What the fuck?
So that that made the fight way more fun than normal. We need to do that a lot.
Agreed.
We were fucking around up in the front too. Come and Go was taking the void lives, and I was taking
was
all
awesome.
of the shatter.
Oh, well.
It was fun.
Does anybody
I
hate
actually
that?
had to think about stagger.
Interesting.
Ooh, what?
So he dropped a cube in the middle of the fight there that
Leather belt and the ring that Drog linked.
and it basically made the fight more difficult than normal because we're so used to just sort of blowing through this content now. And it was a lot of fun. There was like random pools of Kool-Aid that spawned on
you
the
are
floor.
Back to reality. Hope so be rabbit.
So you guys can see now we're back at this boss again, but this time it's on normal. So most likely we will probably blow this thing up.
We're just winging it. This is 150% mindless.
This is, other than that void box thing right there, that was kind of, it's been kind of boring.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've mentally checked out since we went in normal. I mean, I'm here and I'm trying, but like, I don't have to think really in here. This is kind of just.
Someone's
Cock
doing.
me.
Want to
That's
make me
bad.
think?
Get them summons up.
No, to be honest, I don't want to have to. I really don't.
You better click pause.
We could make this interesting very, very fast.
No,
What are you doing?
Do that right when we planned. I'm not doing it.
You beating off again, pause.
Oh, I pulled a group because I got knocked.
Alright, well now I can't. Now I have to heal.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Oh come on, you guys pulled this on heroic and it was fine.
No, I died.
Oh.
I died.
Well,
We all died.
well, we've done this before on normal, I should say.
Bop low.
Oh, Bobby.
You're fine.
No, I got feared. Fuck.
I said you're fine. Why do you never trust me?
I was. That's why I said don't bop. They bopped me. I didn't want to get bopped.
Keep bopping low.
Twist it.
Pull it.
Twist it. Pull it.
Wait, bop.
Suck
Bubble
it.
Bop. Can't be mad.
Nope, wasn't me.
Damn it. Nick,
Bop low.
you have a traitor in your midst. He bopped me.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. All I heard was bop it, twist it, pull it, and I bopped it.
What's funny though, I heard Crow in your headset, Nick, before he said what he said.
Oh yeah.
What did I say?
In my mind.
In my pants, gravity had no say.
You're not wrong.
Billy?
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Just keep pulling everything. We're trying to make this, trying to give you a challenge, Mal.
I just want to ride my motorcycle.
Oh god, I keep getting fared. Help.
And where did they go?
Cool.
Right back.
Turn right back around.
I came right back. Some bitches.
Memories of Beta.
Right
Ring of Peace Typhoon cheese.
What do you mean?
I love
This is still
cheese.
beta.
But yeah, but you weren't there. We had a little bit of fun with old companies.
Oh
I was
wow.
there in spirit.
You actually managed to summon Yasa and all that crap? What the fuck?
I guess you should separate them, because don't they do stuff?
Yeah. Fuck.
Alright, cool.
Well, they definitely make normal more fun.
What
Because
the
otherwise
fuck?
this would be a face.
Oh, they pulled like a ton more, Mal.
I did it for the record. It was me.
Mal was like, I gotta go to the.
It's okay.
Bop it.
Lick it, bop it, love it, rock it. Suck it on my docket.
So Mal is actually peeing off camera in a bottle right now.
I believe it. Holy shit.
He's actually staring at me right now. It's really weird.
Picks or it didn't happen.
I mean, I'm streaming.
You streaming his piss?
Yes, all of it. No, I'm kidding. It's just me being boring at a fucking desk.
Bop it.
Yeah, but he wants to keep his Twitch account. So.
Send me pics on Discord or it didn't happen.
Twitch doesn't like you doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
Wait, what happened?
Well, on Twitch, I'm actually streaming to 3 different platforms at once, so.
I tried to bop in. Nobody bops.
Nope, no bopping.
I got up to piss during all that. I was
You
like,
said to bop
"Man, I
low,
got this."
not come and go. Come and go never said he wanted to bop.
Instead of getting bopped, I got booped.
I did call going on it.
Got booped.
So my bop's not even up anyway. I'm the only one in this grade that can bop. And I know, Bubble, you're a paladin, but you don't count. I'm sorry. No, sorry. He just fucking kicked. All right, fine. See ya. Bye. I'll just go home. Bye. I'll just go to the nearest graveyard. It's fucking cool. It's Halloween. I'll see you guys later. They kicked me out of fucking raid.
Oh, I don't need heals. I'm playing Holy right now.
Would you invite Crone back? That'd be good.
I did.
I tried.
No, it's saying that I'm no
Oh, you're
longer
playing
allowed.
Holy?
Yeah, dude, I've always been holy.
Wait, what
You
did you
just
say, Kevin?
noticed?
Thank
There
you.
we go.
Stop it. No, okay.
What?
Alright. You've always been
He's
holy?
still here, isn't he?
I've always been holy, man.
It's always
Well,
I'm three
Well,
releases
that's,
out of
that's good. That's good because I've always been DPS now.
Go play.
Oh god.
I'm
a
not
terrible
comfortable
healer, by the way.
Get fucked.
Nope, you've
Yep.
always been holy, Tyler. You just told me that.
I'm not comfortable anymore.
Now,
You
do I
guys-
need to bring out the Night Elf pictures?
Bro,
You don't have them.
What?
They don't exist.
that thing.
I'll bring them.
Time, gotta go.
Why would you say that about my friend?
What friend?
we have
I'm
no
sorry.
friends in Australia?
See, Mal would never make a night elf, and every time you guys say it, I just think you guys really aren't his friend. And if you show me pictures, I'm just gonna think you just went to Fiverr and got some poor guy to
Yeah,
make
he
it for
did.
you.
He went on Fiverr and he got this guy to do pictures of things.
Get your Photoshop guy.
Of feet.
So, you were throwing Mal under the bus saying he was pissing in a bottle, and then suddenly Night Elf is where you
Hey,
draw
I-
the
That's
line.
not under
No.
the bus. That's a
I
god honest
actually do
truth.
that.
Yeah.
He said suddenly Night Elf is where you draw the line.
Bop
After
it.
everything. Everything we've done.
Bop it.
They did it!
Good thing I have a cancel macro.
Talk about.
Dude, healing fucking sucks. Like,
Hey, you've always been holy though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Healing sucks.
Logs. See if he's flying to you.
Because you're literally
Hold
only
on.
casting heal.
Oh shit.
hey,
Ick,
don't
Ick.
mock the method, man.
The logs say on
Occasionally
Jack
there's
Boss,
a renew.
he was Shadow.
I don't believe you. He said he's always holy. I think those
I'll
are lying.
leave it to you.
Because you know what? I trust Tyler. I trust him not to lie to me.
I'm.
Oh, I lied to you.
Yeah, he lied.
I mean, let's dispel that rumor.
No?
Oh, I see what you did there because you said dispel.
Hey Tyler, have you ever
Yes.
healed Zul before?
No, I haven't, and tonight will not be the first. I think my internet's about to
Where's your
disconnect.
death gate? Use your death gate. I'm using
Oh
Zen
shit, somebody pulled.
Quick, run.
Oh, I lagged off the edge. That's what happened.
Look at me now. What? I'm getting paid.
Look at
for-
Turkey
Tyler,
now.
remember that time you were a healer and I was a DPS? It didn't happen though.
That never happened.
Yeah.
I've always been Shadow. That's
Good, I'm
what I
glad we
always
agree
say.
on that.
Mike tried to get in between our friendship
What?
and say otherwise, but
But a Shadow.
You're the one sitting here saying he
Now-
made a
well,
night
now we
elf, dude. Why
understand
would you
he's
say
just
that
a
about your
snake in the
friend?
grass.
And now we understand that I better not ever catch you lying to me about being holy. I mean, it didn't happen, but you better not do it.
Give me a kiss, Mal. Let's make up now.
See, I knew you two were gay. I knew there was something there.
You knew, like it wasn't
I
apparent.
knew. I had my theories, my suspicions.
Oh, hold on.
When Mal sent me pictures of you asleep and he was tonguing your asshole, I was
Oh,
like,
shit.
something's not right here.
Whoa.
Or is that how Americans say hello, good night?
That's the American hello.
It's a good thing I rated the stream mature.
I want to let
Are
you
you
all know
actually streaming?
Yeah, I've been streaming the whole time.
Oh my god, so you streamed that
come on.
horrific shit I was saying about being molested and that.
That's
Uh-huh.
Don't put the gateway there. Come on.
I want to let you all know.
I did. I was getting fucking health stones and I clicked the gateway and I get thrown into the fucking boss.
God damn it! I'm holding my nutsack like a batwing right now. It's awesome.
Like a batwing?
No, it's alright. I just you know, if things start turning a little too far, I actually do have a quick fix for that. So don't worry, Tyler. You're all good, man.
Thanks for letting me know, man.
I did.
It's all out there now.
I did. I actually sent a picture of your old Australian ID that you left here, and that way people know it's you.
just to dispel any rumors, like. Dude.
It's like whoever's talking on Discord, it just shows their ID and their ID number.
Yeah.
You're blacklisted, Kevin. Throwing me into the boss, some bitch. Yeah. Yep. You totally didn't
This
put
one
it
too,
on
or
top
what?
of the health thing.
Actually, I didn't.
Oh.
I literally just took Bone Storm just because I want to listen to that.
Alright. Zool Reborn. He has a cloak, chest piece that I already actually have.
Come on.
What happened?
Oh, come on.
Seriously.
I haven't gotten Hellstones the whole fucking time because somebody keeps putting their goddamn gateway on the fucking thing.
You motherfucker.
You're going full stickers right now.
Got a
I'm just, you
cold-blooded
know what,
kid.
I'm not doing it with Hellstones.
Cold-blooded.
I just won't have Hellstones.
Remember when we used to kill Zul? Those were the days.
We can't kill Zool.
Get rid of the other one. I added the thing, other thing.
Nah, Paz gave them to me. No, it's fucked up because it says Healthstone or the Soulwell on the tooltip, and I click it, and it still hits the gateway. So.
Yeah, that one does the thing.
Okay, don't click on it.
Alright, guys.
Alright, for real, nobody. Let me put it at a goddamn gate. We're gonna kill this motherfucker. We got 30 minutes.
Yeah, we have like.
Willing to do a little overtime if we want to get Gahoon down, but we need to actually like get there before the end of the night.
Trying to get fucking Hellstones, and they're fucking like putting
Throwing
the
a
gateway.
gate, yeah.
Yeah,
Put in your
fucking
ass.
annoying. I need Hellstones. Like you can't just be a healer and just heal
Oh,
yourself through
I
everything.
forgot the pot. My bad.
Yeah, it's
I was looking over at you and I forgot that
It's
the
alright,
free
it's
pot.
normal. You don't have to do anything.
But Lel. Oh God.
Yes!
What's happening?
Yay!
I don't know.
That is Bone Storm there. Yells Bone Storm when he casts Bone Storm and plays the sound file.
Oh yay! It's so heavy!
Air.
Worth.
You need air?
Dude.
Yeah, it's just hot as fuck over here. It's fine though.
I have the air conditioning blowing right on you. Okay, on you. I said that on.
Oh, that's right, I gotta get front.
Yeah.
For some reason, they always go for me.
They always go to like whoever's closest to them, but thankfully most people run in towards me if I'm
Hey, look, there's a blood
Yeah,
hexer.
I don't mind if they go to me because I'll just roll them in anyway.
Yeah, that's the most. And the hunters have been
I think.
about misdirecting me with them too.
Yeah, they usually go to healing aggro is I think what's going on with that because they're on the
Extra
outside.
money.
If that happens, like, I'm actually trying to yell at. I try to pick them up as quick as I can, and I could take statue for them, but if I take statue, I have no ring. And
Ring is very important for a monk.
ring has been quite valuable.
Do you get it?
He doesn't.
Better kill it.
Plays.
Ric Flair, motherfuckers. With ass hair.
You know what I've been finding a new worth for though?
What's that?
What's that?
Is Song of Chi-Ji. It doesn't.
Grouping triangle.
It doesn't have a lot of use, but it's pretty nice for certain things.
Next one.
Mental transition. Root shrimp. We're gonna have dog.
If we can kill that hexer.
Oh, you fucking relax it.
Okay. Oh shit!
What the fuck?
See you later.
Gateway there is
Trash.
dangerous.
I'm probably gonna buff all these things.
It's probably fine.
Let's kill the crusher.
Oh God, I'm gonna be feared off the edge. I'm gone
No, I
now.
gotcha.
Oh, thank you. I was like, where
Oh,
the
and Tyler
Really
saved
lost you,
Wes.
Wes.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
I need healing.
Love low.
I gotcha.
He's got 4 debuffs.
Bop me over here if you want.
No, Cocoon will get it.
No, the bop drops the.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, Bob got the stacks
Fucking OP.
on it. Yeah, so they can bob me.
Ah, shit, we're too close to the edge. Oh, fuck the floor. Alright, my debuff is dropping soon.
This
6 feet.
this is so much easier than it is on normal. Or on
Quickly
heroic.
switch it to heroic, like right now.
That'd be fucked up.
When he gets to 1%. It does in my world.
Is this the guy you guys are hung up on heroic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We didn't have our full good group tonight, or we would have had them.
Yeah, we were missing.
We had him done 18% last night.
We're missing like 3 hard hitters.
Our Shadow Priest really lets us down in damage as well.
He does, that fucking guy.
Yep. That fucking Australian piece of shit.
You know what?
Fake English accent.
Honestly, if he wasn't fucking Australian, we probably would have killed it.
Don't touch the fucking console before everybody leaves.
Yeah, get off the floor.
There we go.
Deckard Kane got a Nazarite piece there.
Guess what? It's an upgrade.
Is it really, yeah? That's awesome.
It is, you fucking bloody bastard.
Yeah, fucking
on the floor. But do the dinosaur.
Grab me tallywhacker.
Tallywhacker.
Do the dinosaur.
Hurry up and loot. Get off the door.
So now that the boss is
fall
dead,
in, I'm picking
we
you.
will now be able to take on the next one, which is called Mithrax. They're going to activate the door, which is over there. Looks like
And
Hammered's going to activate
there's a
it.
lot of different ones.
So the door will open up, and down below will be the boss that we're looking for.
Schlong.
Oh, there goes the
No, he's
body.
fine.
And there goes the door. The evil is waiting. Mithrax, the Unraveler. Should be interesting.
Wait, did people really say schlong?
Schlong, yes.
Huh. I don't know if I want to live in this world anymore.
Considered very sexual in the States. Very.
Schlong.
Wow.
Bring that schlong over here, boy.
It'd be cool if we could just like throw shit at this boss from right here. Just like rocks or something. I don't know. That way we don't have to actually go down there. It looks scary down there. I mean, I think they'd put an elevator in here, but you know, they didn't think that far ahead for such an advanced culture.
Fuck are you, boys?
Give me a sec.
I can't, it says you're an invalid target. Take away all your corn. And your deep fryer.
Alright, I'm good now. Sorry.
Timer, go.
All right. Here goes our next fight. Mithrax, the Unraveler. Are you prepared? He is prepared.
I just want to get through this at this
Oh,
point.
I've got a plan for us.
That gateway
Is
thing
everybody
put
close
a
already on
total
this?
sour taste in my mouth for the night, honestly. That was so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I told them not to be fucking around like that. There they go again.
Ugh.
Go.
No.
Drat.
Yeah, tanky.
He probably spilled daggers on the floor. He's vacuuming.
All right. Here we go.
I am ready.
He wouldn't be vacuuming up. He'd be down on all fours, sucking them up himself.
What the heck is going on?
What's up?
That's what I said, vacuuming.
I was like wondering why we haven't gone yet, but I guess come and go.
Oh, yeah, no, come and go's probably talking.
Where did he go? Did he say he was gonna AFK or?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh.
The little man woke up. I don't know where my wife is. So I'm holding him. Let's do this.
I wonder if I can jump into a Zul raid that's on Heroic. Because that's how I killed Gahoon for the first time. It wasn't even with the guild. I had actually jumped in with a pug that was doing Mithrax, and I ended up doing both with them.
Oh, wow.
I actually taught them Gahoon. And they were like... Because I hadn't done Gahoon, I just read up on it.
None of your concern, matey.
Let's make sure we're knocking people out of orbs. I'm in an orb.
Oh, speak devil.
It heard me talking shit. And also spread out when you're... Oh shit. I got you. I seen it west.
Giant dinosaur looking thing. Gotta avoid its laser beam.
I just get hit by it because it also spawns orbs. So like if somebody with low stacks gets hit by it, it's like the best case.
Mind play can be interrupted, guys.
Ah, I didn't even see the boss was aiming at me. Got me in the back.
Oh, damn. Better in the back than in the sack.
Yeah. I don't know. Back pain is pretty bad, actually. I think most people who have to deal with back pain on a constant basis will all admit that it's probably like the worst thing you have to deal with.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, being as tall as I am, it's like the major problem of my pain. Like that's where I get all of it from. If I sleep wrong, I fucking wake up with back pain. If I turn the wrong angle, I've been paralyzed a few times.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm in a sphere.
Oh, cool. Imminent round.
This ruin can fuck right off.
Yes, it can.
I have literally gotten 75% of the ruins. This is bullshit.
Same. It's basically just been me and you, son.
Like, I'd love to breathe, but every time I do it... Oh!
Yeah. Never mind. I'm stuck in an orb.
Nope, I'm in an orb.
I'm in a sphere.
Thank you. That was awesome. Got. So if I get stuck in that orb, it's game over, man.
Game over.
But we have a team of crack Warcraft players destroying this normal raid.
There have been a lot of mess ups tonight, but it's...
Alright, it's dead.
I don't know. We haven't had a bad night in a long time, so it makes sense that there's a bad night once in a while. I mean, it's not like this is like an everyday thing.
You mean in terms of normal?
I mean, like even heroic, like all this was just bad tonight.
Well, to be fair, we did crack through all of normal up to where we needed to progress yesterday in a very short amount of time.
But it's like tonight. I mean,
I was fighting.
we just haven't been very good.
You think?
Yeah. This is abnormal, like how bad we've actually been, but it's fine. I mean, like I said, we haven't had a bad night since like I don't know, 6-7 months. We also were missing like a big portion of our DPS, which kind of hurts.
Oh, I'm stuck in a sphere. Everyone just bouncing me around.
See, stuff like that, like every other week,
what the hell?
would have gotten you instantly out of that.
Thanks.
And then this week, they're like, they take way too long. I don't know.
I think also because everyone was not expecting to do a normal tonight, they were just like,
yeah,
they're just like shut their brains off.
Could be. Imminent ruin again. Like, I'm out of mana right now in a normal. That's not normal for this. Drogs in an orb. Drog is still in an orb.
And it is dead.
See, they just like left a healer in the orb and everyone's like fucking dropping dead. I don't know, just kind of stuff like that drives me nuts.
Oh.
I would suck the dick of any of you for that ring.
That's a little bit much.
Triangle in my head.
Yeah, he can either mine or his.
He just gave me his. I appreciate the bubble.
Can we roll on that, or?
Got 340 rings on it.
Gahoon.
So this is the last boss of this raid. He's actually hiding inside that little thing. Let's take a look at him. He's really gross, but we'll take a look. Anyway, get my cursed spyglass out so I don't get too close.
I don't
But there
want
he
to
is.
see any gateways at the bottom of this place.
So that's he's inside here. So once we have cleared these guys out
cut your
here,
shit out, guys.
they're gonna go up to the edges up there and insert these spheres, and eventually he'll break out of there and we fight him for real. You'll see. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool boss.
You guys use an add-on for loot?
No.
No, what we do when we go into normal is kind of like see, especially with the Azurite pieces, who actually needs it for like the raid roster.
So
with pieces missing anyway. But everything is personal loot, so like we don't do master loot anymore. Like it's just not an option. So whatever somebody gets off a boss is what they get off of it.
All right.
Al, there.
Should be real interesting.
Set your crap up.
Do you have an extra flask?
You need one?
Yeah, I'm completely out.
Yeah.
Hadn't had one since the last one. Thank you.
I don't run a flask because healers, it's like not a big deal if a healer doesn't have a flask in normal. It's not like really a big deal.
I'll go with Wes
Right.
on the first
Well, I'm
set
hoping
of
to
bullets.
use this to
Stay down. 'Cause that's the only set that I can do.
smash through this boss.
Yeah, I can cheat. I'm gonna run up quick with group 1, and I can set my transcendence down up there. I can transcend, double cheat torpedo, and I should make it. so I can go a majority of it.
So there's going to be 2 groups that will go to the left side and to the right side up to the top, and they'll have to race a little orb all the way over, inserted into a device, which will shoot a giant laser beam from that big, this grass is in the way, but it should be able to see it, and right there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's like a big giant square diamond thingy, and that will shoot a big laser. We all stand in the middle of it, and eventually Gahoon himself will come out, and we must destroy him to end his reign of terror and disease in the land of... Why are we doing it here? Why do we care about this island?
Care about what?
No, sorry. I was like, why do we care about this island again?
Well, like the Horde Island?
Yeah.
Because the blood trolls are trying, well, as far as I understand from the lore, the blood trolls have been like doing this shit with the old gods, like taking pieces of their flesh and like turning it into what becomes Gahoon. So he's parts of a bunch of elder gods that are just like mashed together, and he got out of control. So he started like kind of taking over their shrine. And the Alliance is more or less like, oh shit, like the Horde's just letting this happen. Because it's the Horde on their side is like, we have to figure out why it's happening. The Alliance is already in there.
Oh. Yeah. But they do the same raid, basically?
Yeah, they do the same raid, but they do it in the storyline just slightly later than we do.
Oh.
Because they didn't realize it was going on.
Yeah, because all my mats are in the bank.
That's good. Because Zul used to be part of their thing. Zul's the one we actually break out on the Horde side from the Stormwind Stockades. He was trapped. And at the same time, we let Sarf hang out.
Yeah, the idea
as Horde
is I'll go up with you and Trixie quick on this first group. I'm going to drop my Transcendence. And that way, when my turn comes up with Wes on the first round, I transcend from down here right up to there, and then get Wes throws it to me, and I double shoot torpedo down to the thing.
Oh, I got you.
So I don't even go up the ramp when I actually go up. I just completely bypass it.
Let's
Great
do
thing is,
this.
if it fucks up, you'll know quick.
God damn it, stop fucking passing me around.
So, Lel, are you going left or right?
It'll be left, because I'll be in the third.
So you're doing... Okay.
I'm gonna, when Hammered and Mel go up for this first group, I'm running up there with them, dropping my Transcendence, coming back down. Then when the third group comes up, I transcend back up, West tosses me the orb, and double cheat.
I always wonder on this fight if I should not take Grain and take Refreshing Jade instead. So Refreshing Jade is like a bunch of swirling wind around me, and everyone around me gets healed for a shitload. The Crane is like something I do once every 45 seconds.
Oh.
Alright, then I got the
so that would be kind of cool to have.
Too.
Yeah. Oh no, I do it once every 3 minutes, but it lasts 40 seconds is what it is.
Alright.
Because no arc.
Let's suck, Hunter.
Alright. On you, buddy. Green. Shitty pine.
Oh, get up there, Lel. Or...
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
Most of me.
So he's gonna cast a spell. We want this on us.
Only in real life. Oh yeah.
Crap. Oh, get up here.
Come on, Pyrrha.
But it don't care in about 2 seconds. I thought it and stay right there. Right there.
So we're just gonna kill these things while they're up there trying to pass balls around, basically.
Yeah, it has to be one stack of that circle that
The dog bagging.
Yeah.
Bogging at me.
Bagging?
Yeah, I know. That was an accident.
Got it, Pyrrha?
Yep. Come back. I can't move anymore. A little bit more. More. A little, there you go.
There it is. And I'm gonna interrupt the time. Oh, someone already did beat me to it.
Get him next to it. Second one dunking.
Negative.
Now there is.
That was a massive smash. Now it's a dark bargain.
Oh, now I run into the light.
Oh, we didn't get the bargain. That sucks.
It's in the light.
This makes it easier for all the healers to heal us.
Sort of. It mostly just kills the mobs, which in turn makes it easier.
Like a
Top
hoon.
me off. I'm about to run.
It's pretty rough.
Back
Gotcha.
here.
There he is, big giant monster himself.
I hope I get all the way to the end this
He is
time.
made of the flesh of a bunch of elder gods. He's an amalgamation of
I'll
chaos.
have to wait
basically.
5 seconds for the freaking debuff. There we go. And duck.
Dunkin' like donuts.
I still got the debuff for another 14 seconds.
Drop your stacks.
Oh, it's close.
I like how Yasa's never done this, but he's not failing any of the mechanics right now. That's how you just know a good raider. Yeah.
Right there. A little bit back. There you go. Coming in.
Second one dunking. Second one done.
So now I just gotta kill this thing.
Clear your stacks, ignore the ad.
So he said to ignore the ad because we're about to activate.
Crap right where we're gonna stand.
Revival.
Right here. Unload.
Watch out just behind his tail. Or whatever that appendage is. Yeah. This is Elder God amalgamation dick.
That was Wiener.
Yeah, it's Gweener. There you go. Get away. You can't deal damage to him in this, though. I mean, you can, but don't do it.
It doesn't do anything. It's like 10. I was doing like 10 damage.
Yeah, it's like 99%.
Yeah, 99%.
Yeah, 99. What Hammered said. Back to it. Look away, look away.
Oh, good job.
Forgot that he did that.
Yes.
And now we are killing him.
Drog, how long on your train?
12 seconds.
Okay.
gonna do gaze.
Away.
That was a quick one.
Can we get sun up?
Every time it gets to 100.
I think DC.
Yeah, that might have been DC.
Sound about right.
Well, just save it. If he doesn't take it, we still have it. Doesn't matter though. I think the boss is gonna die before that.
I don't know. I think it's a wipe.
It's so funny.
And there we go.
Alright, that Azurite piece I can trade. If anyone needs it.
Yep.
And that's entirety of Uldir, cleared in an hour.
We done killed it in an hour and 20 minutes.
All right, so I want to pop back
I'd be
over
surprised if
here.
normal we couldn't do that though.
So, that was a long raid. It was our first
Stop
ever.
putting damn gateways on the health stones when I'm trying to heal.
It was our first ever stream of the raid, and I don't know. It's really difficult to do this kind of thing because it's something you have to like kind of focus to do, especially when doing progression. But I think we could have done it yesterday, and probably would have been a little more interesting, considering we were trying to do through heroic. But I think we did a pretty good job tonight, considering you know, the amount of trouble we had with the limited amount of damage we had at the very beginning. So all things considered, I still appreciate you guys for joining in and watching with us. Mal, thanks for sharing your knowledge and everything about the raid. How did you feel about it?
It was alright, except they need to stop fucking around sometimes, but otherwise everything else is cool.
We have a lot of fun, and I think like once you get to a certain point where everyone feels too comfortable, then it just becomes...
They get to a point where they just start screwing around when they know what they're supposed to be doing and it gets out of control. So like Lel or I have to kind of put them back, and they were obviously putting a gate on top of the healthstone well, which kind of makes that a pain in the ass. But
yeah, and well, it's here's the thing with different games is like when you're playing a game like this and you only have a few hours to do this out of the week, like you want to put your all into it. And if you can't do that, then you don't do it. So if you show up for something like this and you know it's you don't want to put your all into it, then that's just what happens. But I get it. When you get into normal, you kind of tune out a little bit. People just kind of like fade out. Heroic is tougher, requires a lot more.
I mean, 10 years ago, I would have kicked people out of the raid for doing shit like that. I would have just gotten rid of them.
But that's why we're semi-hardcore.
Yeah.
Because we play, we play and we play around, and it's a lot of fun. So with that said, Mal, thanks a lot for all the information about the raid, and I will see you guys tomorrow night for our adventure stream. We actually beat Tex Murphy tomorrow. I promise you, we're going to beat it because I will make Nick stay.
Adventures of Tex Murphy, the other white meat.
All right, guys. You guys take care, and we will see you tomorrow for the next Courtesy Flush. Take care and have a good night.